Okay, so we are here for Monster Hunters. This session's called On Wings of Drakes. Give you guys a little bit of a precursor in the Discord chat, but I'll go over it again here. So in the Seer Valley, actually, let me switch the map so we can see this, what I'm talking about. I think I put this on the map, did I not? I did. There we go. All right, so the Seer Valley is this basically the valley right here between the Thesk Mountains and the Dragon Jaw. Where you guys are based out of is Fent. Over here to the left, the town of Fent is where the No Mercy Guild with Urbo is. So on this particular one, all right, let me do the full intro. The Seers is a pleasant, peaceful valley, home to a community of farmers and artisans unaccustomed to the ways of violence. It's located in the valley between the Thesk and the Dragon Jaw Mountains. The Lesser Eth River and the Seer Road traverse the valley. When never before seen winged drakes descended upon the valley near Ethvale and attacked livestock and citizens alike, the locals realized they needed the help of experienced warriors for protection. Beyond the immediate need for defense is the larger question of where these creatures came from, why are they attacking the valley, and how is it all connected possibly to the region's dim past. No Mercy Guild has answered the call for help, in part due to the reward offered. Urbo and the local chapter in Fent put together a team of guild members, you guys, for this task. The sum of 2,000 gold pieces will be awarded to the group that can put a stop to the attacks, discover what these winged drakes are, and where they are from. So just a little bit of a backdrop to this. So drakes typically in, at least, I don't know if it's Forgotten Realms or it's just mine, don't have wings. Drakes are typically like just dragons without wings. So the fact that these are winged drakes has everyone kind of scratching their heads as to what the hell these things are. Now, some of you more experienced members of the guild would know that there was one other task or job you guys went on was supposed to be drakes, and it turned into be a hydra. So drake seems to be like a loose term a lot of people use for unknown creatures. So take that with a grain of salt. Okay? All right, so as usual, Urbo will and No Mercy Guild will offer you guys a wagon if you would like to traverse this trip down to Ethvale. It was somewhere close to here is where the actual last sightings of these, drakes was seen. Okay, so before we head out, there's any questions or anything you guys got that Urbo might be able to answer, or anything else you guys want to do before you head out?
Yeah, do we have any reports from Fort Thesk or Milvaroon or Old Swords that if they have seen these or
these reports of the attacks have been more recent, like within the past few weeks, and they've all been kind of centered around the Ethvale farming area. This whole valley is Ethvale itself is like a tiny little town. It's more of like where all the farmers around like kind of go together for the farmers market. Where they don't sell there, they end up like taking a caravan to Mulvaroon or back up to Fent and sell their excess. So the entire valley here is like a nothing but farms and like valleys and scattered trees and stuff like that. But all the reports have been of just of the attacks close to Ethvale than the farming communities around there. That make sense?
Yep.
Okay. With the care, there was some lore I read about this. So in Dragon Jaw Mountains, there's a lot of gnomes that live within the mountains that do a lot of mining through there. Mulvaroon, that town you see down the south side, that's mostly a human village, but there's a lot of trading goes on there as well. It's also on, I forget that section of the sea there is, I think it's connected to the Sea of Falling Stars. If it's not that, Old Swords that you see on the map that Don was asking about, that's technically a off limits to normal humanoids. That is a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a offshoot dragonborn stronghold, and they don't play nice with others. So that's what Old Swords is. Fort Thesk. Unfortunately, I haven't read any lore on Fort Thesk because it's way the hell over there. So I'm not even sure what that is. I imagine it's probably something more of a stronghold to kind of keep a watch for Thay. The nation of Thay is further to the east on that map from Fort Thesk. So that's me winging it, trying to think what that actually is. Okay. So, like I said before, this will probably end up being 2 or 3 sessions. I found this 4E, I guess, adventure module, whatever you want to call it, online a few weeks ago. It intrigued me, and it fit well into this little area of the Codelands, so we're running with it. So I seriously doubt you guys will finish this in one session, so keep that in mind, so you don't just go balls to the walls on the first encounter and blow all your spell slots and everything else. This will be probably 2 or 3 sessions long. Okay?
Great.
Any other questions? Okay. One thing I keep forgetting. Most of you guys have played with each other before. Just real quick. Just say your character, the race, and what class you're playing. Starting with Don.
Okay. I'm a dwarf, not a dwarf, a gnome wizard.
Okay. And Bryn.
Bryn is an elven wizard. Sorry,
Okay.
that's the lie. An elven warlock. Sorry.
I wasn't sure where you're going with that. It's like, okay, she's being secretive. Elven warlock. Okay. And Vega. Gary.
Vega, sorry. Vega is my Kensei monk, the atheist monk, who's out for money and money only.
But he's a half elf, right?
He is a half elf.
Okay. All right.
Wood elf. Sorry, wood elf.
Wood elf. Okay. All right. And Caden.
Caden is a human smuggler, hexblade warlock.
Okay. All right, so we got 2 warlocks, a monk, and a wizard. I like it. Okay. Anybody want to rethink what character they're playing based on that? You guys good?
My other choice is wizard. I think we're good as far as I'm concerned for mine.
Okay. I'm not trying to tell you guys you can't play that. You guys can play whatever you want.
On the plus side, most monk and warlock things recharge on a short rest. So,
Oh, that brings up one thing I was going to talk about. Not necessarily in this session, but it may or may not, since it's 2 or 3. These 4E sessions, parts of them can be like what I consider a major dungeon crawl. So I've been contemplating whether or not I want to add mana potions in my next campaign session. It may or may not come up here, depending on where you guys go and what you do, but just keep that in mind. It's something I got floating around the back of my head about whether I want to add something like that for the next campaign we end up doing.
I'm not poo-pooing that idea, but I think that what you already do that's different than normal is you give full casters back 1/8 of their mana on a short rest. So
Right.
allowing more short rests might be the alternative instead of mana.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and that's why I knew that as well, but I'm just putting it out there that, I mean, based on, we'll cover that when we go our next campaign, but just one of the things I've been thinking about.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So the journey from Fint to Ethvale is probably going to be a 4 or 5 day journey. Do you guys want to just rent some horses? Do you guys want to take the wagon? What do you guys want to do for this trip to Ethvale?
I think we should. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, there's no town per se. It's just a loose collection of farms, correct?
Right.
So I would say horses then, because there's going to be nothing to bring back on the cart.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my thought.
Okay. Yeah, because basically you have 3 tasks that No Mercy Guild and or whoever's given the reward has asked for. It's to put a stop to the attacks, find out what these things actually are, since nobody believes in winged drakes. And third one was, what was it? Dang it, Brian. You suck. The third one. Oh, where they're coming from.
Okay. What's the payout on this?
2,000 gold pieces for the group.
3,000?
2,000.
2,000. Okay. Thank you.
So right now it'll be 500 each. Okay. All right. So you're just going to like rent some horses. Again, No Mercy Guild can supply you some riding horses if you want to use that for your travel. When I said 4 or 5 days, it was going to be whether it's on a wagon or whether it's on horses.
Yeah, let's get horses.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
You guys know that Arbro was someone from Fint will tell you that's traveled there before. Ethvale is not going to have any kind of like places to stay. It's like a little podunk little town. If you stay somewhere, you probably have to find like a farmer village to stay in their barn, or if you find someone nice enough, let them stay in the attic or something like that. But there's not going to be any kind of inns or any kind of major stores or anything in Ethvale. So if there's anything you need to buy, Fent is going to be your best bet of buying any kind of basic equipment.
Okay.
So take a minute to think about that, about whether or not.
And see, I didn't realize I was on mute. Do we know if Ninut has, a way to protect us on the road, that kind of thing, when we're sleeping?
Tiny hut.
I do not have tiny hut.
Interesting.
Yeah, that sucks.
No, it's something to later on, if you wanted to pick it up, you could. But normally there's not really a need in Monster Hunters, so I totally get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time we were trying to trade spells, I ran out of gold, so I didn't write anything down. I was broke. So
Gotcha.
all those spells that we were going to
Oh.
swap, I couldn't do anything with.
Because you need the money to put them in the spell book, even if you don't have to buy
Exactly. Yeah.
them. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of anything I need.
Yeah. Maybe a week's worth of rations.
Tense. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Would that be something provided by the No Mercy Guild, Brian?
Yeah, they can provide your rations. No worries. Like 10
What
days,
about,
10 days is the typical, I think, that you get in your backpack with a starter kit anyway.
Well, to put it like on the mount, so I've always thought it weird how much they weigh and stuff. It's like, how are we carrying around 25 pounds of food? Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
And be honest with you guys, I'm not going to track that. I mean, if it becomes something where it may be an issue, I'll give you guys a heads up.
Good deal.
But right now, don't worry about it.
I
I mean, you're going
as far
through
as-
farming villages, so if you run out of rations, you'll be able to pick up something from the local farms along the way, you're assuming.
Steal. We'll just start stealing things.
Rape and pillage.
Putting out the good name of the No Mercy Guild, like always.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so if there's nothing else you guys want to buy equipment-wise or anything in Fent, you guys can head out.
Okay.
All right.
Wait,
Tally
does
ho.
anybody have pythons? Just kidding.
I think it's
Pitons.
pitons, but yes, you can buy some pitons if you would like.
Well, that's the kind of stuff like tents and things like that. Would we have like a pack mule kind of laden with just normal supplies, rations?
Yep.
Tent.
All right, so you guys head out. Like I said, it is about 4 or 5 days of travel to get there. As you guys cross the last bridge before Ethvale, you got to start seeing the large tracts of land, some with large crops and a single homestead upon them. And the scene pretty much continues for the better part of the day before the town of Ethvale comes into view. So as the village of Ethvale looms ahead, you can't help but notice the lack of festival banners and widespread mirth that usually characterizes this region during this time of year. Country folk that normally swarm the arrival of friendly adventurers are too busy boarding up their homes to pay you any notice. A rare glance is spared, but little else. So you guys are just now approaching until it's not necessarily the city proper, but like the outskirts of the town with these sparse little farms and villages. You saw quite a few farms that had like just huge tracts of land, acres and acres. As you get close to the town, these like small little, backyard gardens and crops, so to speak. So if you guys want to stop and interact with anybody, you can, or let's head into the village. It's up to you.
I think if we see someone,
anyone-
we should go and talk to them and find out, if they know what direction the creatures are coming from and give us a
Yeah,
description. Describe what
absolutely.
they saw.
Yeah. Caden's in full agreement with Vega.
So you do some of the small farms and stuff before you get into the actual city
Yeah.
proper? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Only if we see someone out, not like a knocking on door necessarily, but if we see someone.
Yeah, you'll see, people out in their yard, working on something on the side yard, the backyard, the crops, whatever, tending to a mule or a horse, something like that. Yeah, there'd be plenty of opportunity for you guys to meet someone before you get into the town proper. So I'll say you come up along one little farm. It's probably about, maybe 20 yards off the main path here. He's out there with a pitchfork, like he's picking up after a mule or something like that. Just kind of gives you guys not necessarily a bad look, just kind of watching you as you go along. Doesn't say anything. You guys going to approach?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the figurehead or who's doing the speaking?
If no one else will, I'll show up in my magic carpet.
I think we should.
Oh,
defer
you're
to
riding your
him.
carpet already.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, there's no reason to ride a horse when I've got a perfectly good carpet.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, if you're on your carpet, I mean, he's wide-eyed looking at you as you come down the path. And then you see a couple of small little eyes look out over a windowsill in the house. And you hear like gasps. And then two little kids come running out and says, look, Daddy, look, Daddy. It's like, hey, all right, back inside. Oh, it's not a hand.
Gopher.
And he steps towards you, Ninute. So you got to be careful with stuff like this. I mean, kids don't know what they're doing. They don't know who you are. What are you guys doing here? We don't see folk like you.
And I'll stand up on my carpet and make a low bow to him. And good evening, good sir. We are here to protect you from the flying drakes, and we are looking for information if you could provide us with such.
Here for the drakes, huh? Aren't you a little small for that? I imagine they can make an easy meal out of you.
Good sir, do I look like I would be an easy meal with my flying carpet?
Don't mean to be offensive here, but yeah, you do. So chit chat back and forth. He'll basically tell you the vague thing about what's been going on. All he knows is there's some kind of flying beast been laying siege to the area, but he says been mainly on the other side of town. His farms and neighbors haven't been hit by him yet, but so he just heard the stories of what it is. They're calling them flying drakes. Been coming down and snatching up like little sheep, dogs, whatever. One farmer says he had a cow attack, but he didn't see the cow, so he's not sure if he believes it or not. So if you got any more questions, you can probably be more apt to go talk to Mavris. Mavris is like the town speaker, so to speak. So he's probably got more details than what he can give you.
Okay.
Any other specific questions you have for him?
Did he point where the town speaker is?
And then town proper in Ethel.
Okay.
You guys are probably a
where-
good, quarter mile outside of town right now.
Okay. And then
You guys there?
I'm going to do a couple of these for the kids. Make some like a lion roar and a small flying bird that sounds like a lion.
And he screams, Drake!
Right, the sound. One of them just kind of stops. His mouth opens up. His eyes are big, and the other one screams and runs back inside. Mommy! They're coming! So you basically traumatized one of the kids.
I'm
The other
cool with
kid
that.
may be in shock. I don't know.
Yep. Thank you, good sir.
It's like just keep your eyes up in the air. You never know when they're going to come again. Like I said, haven't seen them this side of town. Just I'd keep low to the ground if I was you. Don't make yourself an easy target. You look too tasty. Not to me personally, but All right. Anybody else? Anything?
No, we'll just thank him for his time. And
Okay. He goes back to kind of mucking the hay with all the muck that's in the hay. All right, you guys start making your way back towards into town, and you get to where you're probably about an eighth of a mile. You can start seeing more of the makeshift buildings of the town itself. It's not a fence, not anything like that, but maybe 4 or 5 buildings total in this little bitty town here. But before you reach the town, you hear a blood-curdling scream of a young woman that echoes from a nearby farm off to your right. Another peasant yells out closer to you guys. That's the farmer's wife. He ran out of wood boarding up his house this morning. And you guys hear a bestial screech come next. Some of the villagers start running in fear as the sound of the screech gets louder and louder. And you guys hear the sounds of claws raking through timbered planks. You look off further to where that homestead was with the lady screaming. You can see this large winged creature on the roof ripping out planks and thatch off of the roof.
Okay. How far away are we?
I'll say right now you're probably about 100 feet away.
What is it?
That's so far.
A large winged creature. Give me a perception roll.
I would like to shoot it with an Eldritch
All of us
Blast.
or any of us?
Yeah. You want perceptions from everybody or?
Whoever asked about it, Ninute. When you see it, definitely not a drake. It's scaled. It has a larger head than a normal dragon, but it's definitely winged. And then I heard Bryn say you're going to shoot it with an Eldritch Blast. So before you do that, let me switch to a different map.
Yeah, if he's taking a shot, I'm going to try to take a shot too.
You may have to zoom out, and I'll place you guys of where I think you are. So this map's not big enough to be 100 feet away. So let me grab the party token for now. Where is my party token? And I'll say you're approaching from down here where I've got your party token.
Is that like a winged lion panther?
Which of the three of them can we see?
This one right here. So if you make your attack, you can.
It's not looking at me?
No, it's focused on this roof, kind of like ripping up the thatch and the timbers from the roof, like it's trying to get inside. Now, so you can see this one over here as well. It's kind of like more like in the garden area, but it's kind of raking on the side of this. Looks like a barn. And you can see bits and pieces of this one. It's got mostly almost total cover. You can see wings flapping and more roaring on the back side of this building over here as well.
How
Without a
far?
perception roll,
does
this
it-
is like a barn. This is like the house.
Does a 26 hit it?
Oh, just barely. Man, their AC is so high.
So it's
So
8
what-
plus 5.
13 total?
Yep.
Okay. And then let's roll for initiative.
We have to move
Again,
our tokens
technically,
on
you're
there?
100 feet away from the house. So where I've got the party token right here is not exactly 100% accurate. So a little bit of theater of the mind till you get up there.
Should we just drop our tokens onto the map?
Yeah, that's fine. But just know that right now you're about 100 feet away from the building.
Got it.
Okay, so we're not 120 feet or 100 feet away from this guy. How far
100
is
feet away
this guy
from
away?
100 feet away from the building, so close, somewhere 100 feet to the corner of this building
How about this one?
in this general area. Here,
The
I'll move.
furthest one, how far are we away?
If you're 100 feet to here, then whatever this distance here is another 10, 20 feet to this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, who's not in the turn order?
I'm not
Don,
yet.
did you forget to roll on your token?
Nope. I just haven't gotten there yet. Sorry. Initiative.
Ooh, nice one.
Except I still don't see it in the turn order. Are you clicking on your token before you do it, Don?
Oh, I was. But now.
Evidently you didn't. So guess what? Roll it again.
Okay.
Hey, still a nice one.
Okay, sort. All right, I know you're still first. So you're
All right.
100 feet away. What do you want to do?
I've got 80 foot of movement. And so I'm going to get up within 60 foot of it and I'm going to toll the dead on that first one. Oh,
Oh
shit.
man,
Oh,
Yeah.
critical 23.
that would have been
We took a hit.
pretty epic.
Yeah.
He did take a hit already.
You can't get within.
Oh, he did.
Oh, you're in your magic carpet, right? So you moved up within
Yes.
60 feet of it.
That's what, yeah, because I've got 80 foot of movement.
Okay.
Because Rob hit it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
wisdom save. Wisdom. Oh, my smart wisdom. Hey.
Ooh.
So
Damn it.
that's a cantrip, so that's all or nothing, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So no damage.
Wow. Okay.
It continues to kind of dig in the roof of this building, pays you no mind. Anything else, Ninoot?
No, that's going to be it for me.
Caden.
Brian Caden can only move up 60 feet. 30 feet. So I'm trying to just figure out how to, if this is 100, how do you want to do it?
What's your question?
I'm moving up 30 feet.
Okay, so you're now within 70 feet.
Okay. It makes sense. So it'd be another 30 feet to the edge, and then from there it's good. Okay. And then I'm going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts. Ooh, that one's not too good.
16. I'm pretty sure 16 hits. Let me double check. Yes, 16 does hit. Or not
Sweet.
very much, but the other one obviously misses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Caden is a melee focused warlock, so he does not get the charisma damage on his Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, this one, you got his attention. He kind of turns and looks towards you this time, but continues to kind of rip through the ceiling.
Got it.
Anything else, Caden?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Vega.
Okay, I'm going to move. I'm 120 feet from him, so I'm going to move 60. This is my full movement. And I'm going to longbow him. Chew. Shit.
And you miss.
And I'm going to put you.
There you go. That one does a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
7 points. Turns back at you and lets out a roar. Not like a dragon roar, more like a lion roar.
Okay.
Anything else out of Vega?
No, that's it.
Okay. Bryn.
All right, so the Ravens are still headed towards it. So they're 50 feet away from it because they've got a speed of 50 feet. So what? They're 70 feet away from it, I guess.
Okay.
It knows we're there now, so it's just a normal Eldritch Blast cast.
17 hits for 10 more points of damage.
Gets the 5 more for Hex, so a total of 15.
Another 5. Okay, he definitely got his attention. You see parts of him are kind of a little bit of blood coming out.
And then I'm going to move a little bit closer, but still maintaining some distance. So I'll move within 80 feet of it. So my full movement.
Okay, set it for your turn.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so first it's going to turn its head in this direction and let out a couple grunts mixed with a couple low growls. And then it's going to take flight. Ninoot, how high off the ground are you? I'm assuming you're still on your carpet, right?
Yeah. My head's probably going to be about 8 foot.
Oh, okay. That's just about right for him to reach out a claw and say hello. Roar. Oh, look at that. Look at that horrible, horrible attack. That's okay. He swings on by you. Let me double check my distance. Is that distance right to you, or are you further back than that, Bryn?
No, I said that I was 80, 90 feet. So I had 30 movement. I was 120, so I'm 90 feet away from it, where it was.
Right. So, Caden, you were 70 feet, right? So you can't reach you either. Just these two, the only one they can reach. All right, so it's not going to fly by you. It's not going to fly by you then. It's just going to land right here in front of both you guys. And I'll take another one at Vega. You know what? It is going to fly by. Right by you guys this way. Second attack at Vega.
And the flybys don't trigger attacks opportunity. Is that right, Brian?
Correct.
Sure.
And then it's going to start circling back. This one's going to take flight. Same thing. Flies over top of both of you. Takes the first claw at 9 newt. Does that hit
I'll
you?
eat that damage. 23, yeah.
Okay. You are now grappled.
Right.
And it's going to circle back this direction. And unbeknownst to it, it's just going to drop you. It pulled you off your carpet, but it's going to drop you right here from about 20 feet up
Where is it going to drop me? Sorry.
onto the floor, the ground.
Here?
Yes.
That soft
Okay.
pillow case.
Okay.
You have something to combat that, or are you just going to hit the ground? You're going to hit the ground.
I'm going to hit the
Take
ground, yeah.
10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're prone.
Ouch. Holy cow.
I imagine you can probably go just a few more feet. I'll stop right there. And this one, going to fly over to Vega and try to hit you, Vega, with a claw. Look at this horrible shit. Yeah, oh shit, I forgot they got bites. That's they're going to try to claw you and miss. And then it's going to fly by. And that's their turn. 9 newt.
How high are these guys in the air?
About 20 feet. No more than 20 feet at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. And I'm gonna target both of them, kind of right in the middle there. I can get them both with some lightning.
It's a straight line, or is it a cone? Oh, you got a cone? Oh,
Cone.
that's right. You got your dragon breath. How about that?
Ooh.
Look at you, Mr. Fancy Schmancy. Deck saves. That's a 15-foot cone, bud.
Yep.
I said the
You're
20 foot in
10
the
foot
air.
away.
I said the 20 foot in the air.
Oh shit. Okay.
Stop. I forgot our strategy session. So
Oh, yeah.
1 minute, strategize, go.
Okay. I'll probably, whichever one's already hit, I'll probably go with that and do Toll the Dead on it.
I think the one that's hit is over there to the west side of Vega. Just FYI.
Okay. Neither of these.
So that works out. That works out pretty well because I think what Caden's going to try to do is take both of these out with hypnotic pattern, if possible. The only issue is with them in the air. I don't know what effect will happen if they fall to the ground and take any damage. So that might be kind of a stupid use of it. Honestly, what do you guys think?
No, go for it.
I based on what I just said, I think it's a stupid use.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, because if they hit the ground, take damage, they're not hitting
They
anymore.
correct. Yeah. So for
Okay.
it's I don't know. You know.
Do you have slow?
Seconds.
No, I don't.
Damn it.
Rob,
I'm
any
just gonna-
suggestions?
Well, I'm going to cast Fog Cloud on the right-hand side here and teleport into it so that I'm completely obscured, and then I'm going to blast the fuck out of them.
Nice.
I can see through that fog, but nobody else can.
I think I could too.
I'm going to use half my movement, get up and head back to my carpet and get back on it. At the same time, I will hit this one up here with the Toll the Dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna run underneath this one and pound his nuts off.
Time's up. 9 newt. What you going to do now?
All right. I'm going to use half my movement to get up. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get here. I'm going to hit this one with the Toll the Dead.
Another wisdom save?
Yep.
Okay.
Six.
Okay, so 6 points of necrotic damage.
Ah,
Okay, he takes it. Anything else, Nute?
I should have my carpet back. I'm going to be on, on it now.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
That it?
Can I take my carpet movement?
Does it cost you any movement to get onto your? No, because your movement is not limited to, because you can take your carpet movement and your movement, if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
So,
All right. Then I'm going to move 80 foot. I'm going to move up here.
You're gonna move 60 feet because your carpet would have come to you as well.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the north here, 60 foot.
Okay.
I'll get that here just as soon as I map it out. Okay.
As you fly over, you can see parts of the wall right here have been kind of scratched and destroyed. There's not a hole in it yet. Same thing for the ceiling up here as well. Okay, that's it for Nighty's turn.
Yep.
Caden.
Caden's going to move up another 30 feet. Brian, if you could change that to 40. And then Caden's going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one over here that did the flyby.
Okay.
Let's see, 1 and 2. Good Lord. That sucks.
First one does hit, second one doesn't. And you hear it let out
And that's it.
like a blood curdling kind of scream cry in that last hit, but it's still flying. Anything else, Caden?
As Cade, no, and I meant to say Caden's going to be pulling his longsword. He just does that. He can actually shoot Eldritch Blasts out of his longsword, which is pretty cool. That's Caden's thing.
It is pretty cool.
But,
Okay.
but that's it. Yeah, it's just a little stylish thing. He can cast spells through his longsword, his special packed weapon. That's it. So
Okay, Vega.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to start my Eldritch Maw, which gives me 15 feet of reach for my unarmed attacks. And I'm going to run up underneath this guy because I'm
20 feet in the air, though, I said. Remember?
I'm a little, yeah, but I'm 5 feet tall and I can reach 15, so that's 20 feet, right?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to give him 2 unarmed strikes in the testes
Why the testes?
because I'm angry, like punching bags.
It lets out a girl scream?
Yeah.
Because the first one hits? That's 8 total, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
So I've cracked him in the nuts. So now I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I'm going to use my lovely ability of, where are you? Oh, shit. Oh, so I got to read Mask of the Wild, and I'm going to hide in the foliage right here. After tapping them in the nards.
If you want to be lightly obscured, you got to be in something more than just in an open field right here.
I thought, kind of looked at it as tall grass, so then I'll be under the tree here.
Okay. I mean, you can get on the other side of the fence, and I'll probably allow that, but
Okay.
not right here in
Yeah.
front. Okay.
Wouldn't you need to hide as an action though?
Doesn't specify.
Yeah, it says we can
That's-
attempt to hide.
It's
Yeah,
just part of
he's-
my skills.
Nah, I think
Yeah,
you
but-
still have to
Yeah,
have-
but if
Go
you
ahead.
want to stealth, you have to stealth as an action.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm not. Then I'm just right here on the other side of the fence.
Okay, anything else? That's it for Vega. Bryn.
That's it.
Okay, so Bryn cast that fog cloud in the space that is designated. And then she's transporting 30 feet into it. She's now in the fog cloud. She is sending her raven spirit to piss this one off. The one just north of it. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw! And that is her turn because she used her action to cast that, to activate her armor, her Mistwalker armor.
All right, so up next, we'll start with the one that's taking a beating here. it's going to let out a sad little cat meow, and then it's going to go up into the air and try to get the F out of here. I got to double check its speed. So it kind of goes at a 45-degree angle in this direction, and it is now, I'll say it's now 60 feet in the air, but it's heading straight in that direction where it just came from. So on a straight line going up.
North.
So 60 feet straight above. So I say he's probably about 80 feet from you right now, Vega. That's me doing quick math. Okay. This one here is getting pissed off at the caw. I think that's what Brim was hoping for.
That's exactly what they're doing.
He says, "Rocker."
There's 4 of them, not just one of them.
Does 11 hit?
No, an 11 does not hit.
This big flying cat's pissed off. Roar. It's getting flustered. So it's going to reach out and try to bite him then.
And that is his armor class.
All right, so you got to meet it to beat it.
It has taken one of my ravens out.
Okay. And then since it's still flying, it'll do that and still fly.
Does my raven get to beak attack it?
Let me read the flyby thing again.
It should get a reaction.
Crap, put the name of it in there too. Shit. That's part of it in there.
Okay.
Because after a flyby attack. No, that wasn't a flyby. That was right in his face.
Flyby. It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go ahead if you want.
Yeah. Beak. That's 1 attack.
Nope.
That's 2 attacks. That's 3 attacks. They only do 1 hit point of damage.
All right. So yeah, he pecked him twice.
Because there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah. I don't think the dragon even noticed it. Like you had an itch.
Oh, it noticed it.
Okay. All right. So this one is in
Raven beak.
This one's in fog, right?
Yep.
This one could go a little bit further, so I'll have to go this way. All right. So it's going to come out of the fog. And Caden, you were 40 feet away, so it's going to be able to reach you. It's going for you, Caden. I don't think it can see. So, claw attack on Caden.
That's fine.
Wow, I can't hit
I'm
shit.
sorry, I'm not.
And a second claw
Not there
attack.
right this second.
And why not try to bite on his way by? Wow. These guys are awesome.
10 misses.
Okay, about 20 feet in the air again. And that's their turn. Start the turn order. Strategize. Go.
I'm going to run up underneath this guy here and shoot him with an arrow or 2 arrows. See if I can slow his progress. Can I stun with my arrows, Rob? I can't remember.
No, we looked it up.
It's
You can't.
melee, right? Yeah. So I'm going to get up underneath him, shoot 60 feet straight up into his nards with the arrows.
Is that the guy that's hurt?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to neuter that
Okay.
fucker.
I was thinking the same thing. I was going to chase him in my carpet, and if need be, if I couldn't get close enough, I was going to hit him with my wand of magic missiles, and if I could get close enough, I was going to use Toll the Dead.
So here's an idea, to accomplish our mission. If we kill one, then we have proof of what it is. I think that accomplishes 1 or 2 things. And then the other ones could fly away potentially, and we could follow them back. So I'm wondering if maybe I want to do something like a Hexblade's Curse, which would, I think, help track them potentially. I just got to double check that. Maybe I'm
a good idea.
That might be Hunter's Mark that I'm thinking of. Rob, what do you think?
It's a good idea, though.
Well, yeah, Hunter's Mark will tell you the direction that they're at if they get out of range. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah, this is only Hexblade's Curse is only 1 minute. I think that I don't think that's going to work. But
10 seconds, guys. Anything else?
I like the idea of taking out at least one first and foremost to gather information.
Yeah.
Focus fire on the one in the upper left.
Time's up. Minute, you're up first. What are you going to do?
I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to toll the dead on that guy right there.
How you getting within 60 feet of it? It's already 60 feet in the air. Oh, you got 80 foot of movement though, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll say you're within 20 feet of it. Still below
I don't
it?
want to get that close. I was going to get within 60 foot of it.
Okay, all right, I'll allow
Yeah.
that. Okay. All right, another wisdom save.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
This dragon's saying, F you,
Holy
Nynute.
cow, dude.
Yeah.
I can't hit shit when I attack, but I can roll wisdom saves.
Holy crap.
Anything else, Nynute?
No, I'm just going to stay within 60 foot of it, but I've got movement left. So if it turns around and comes at me, I'm going to beat feet the opposite direction.
That was meant to be a whisper, Rob.
So that's it for me.
What'd you say you're going to do? You're readying an action?
No, I said I've got plenty of movement left. So if it decides it's going to turn around and come after me, I was going to use the rest of my movement to get away.
No, it's going to use your reaction to do that if you want to do that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Caden. Caden? You're on mute.
Yep, sorry about that. I just realized. Caden's going to keep moving forward. Brian, I think I'm super close to the edge, 10 feet or something. How far
I'll
away
put
is
you right
this
there.
one?
That's fine.
How far away is this one over here?
Whatever's on the map, we'll go with that.
Okay. All right, so if I'm right at that edge, you said he's 60 feet up.
Right.
All right, so the idea is I was going to try to Eldritch Blast, but only if I have enough range, and I think it's 120 feet.
Yeah, right now? You're at 60 feet right now?
I think so.
That's close enough. I'll allow it.
Close enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me, all right, I will just hit Eldritch Blast again out of the longsword. Boom, boom. Crappy ass damage, but.
First one does hit. Second one does not.
Okay. And I just keep trying to make my way there.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So you're done with your movement though, right?
I am. If you let me move forward, I think I'm like now right there.
Okay. That's cool. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Vega.
Okay. Gonna run up underneath him, and I'll longbow him in the nards. Achoo!
Son of a bitch. That one
Achoo!
hits. That one hits. So 20 points. All right, so you aiming for the nards again?
Yep.
Okay, roll me one more attack. If you get a 15 or higher, this doesn't really do any more damage. I'm saying whether or not you hit him in the nuts or not. There you go. Yeah. So the first one, you miss his nuts barely. You get like part of his leg, and the second one, right into the nuts. And it lands and leaves a divot in the ground
Nice.
with its splattered nuts up in the sky for the sun to see. Okay,
Perfect.
anything else out of Vega?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Bryn.
All right, so I'm going to use my bonus action to transfer my hex to this one. I'm going to move up a little bit. Caw, 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 caw.
That's what Vega was yelling when he was shooting him in the nuts.
I get advantage on the shot.
Nice.
22 hits for 7 damage plus the hex, which is another 6, so 13.
Okay, he takes it.
That's all I got at this level.
Okay, they're up next. This one is going to basically fly 120 feet away, straight away from you, Caden. So let me just put a number on here so it's 120 feet. If I can't fit on the map. I'll just change this one.
Oh, Brian, you're talking the one to the southwest? He's going to just fly away?
Yep.
As much as possible, while trying to still occasionally glance around behind, I want to keep an eye on where he's going. In fact,
Yeah, it's a clear day.
okay, I'll yell that out to Bryn. My eyes are on this one, and I'm actively just focusing on the one flying away.
That's him. This one here got some annoying caws in his face, so you can try to bite. Damn! Look, I've got like 10s and 8s for all my attacks on these guys.
Yeah, but
right.
your defense is stellar.
And then roar! Please! Holy shit! This is unreal.
Wow.
They're
All
very
right.
dexterous ravens.
Let me double check his speed again. Okay, 60 feet. All right, he's not going to take 60 feet and fly away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 plus 10 more feet. So put a little thing up here. And I'll change it where it says 10. So 10 feet off the map. Okay. And that is their turn. 1 minute strategize. Go.
Whew. Do we want to keep
I think,
chasing that other one?
What if Vega and Ninut, who are the fastest movers, what if they're able to track one or even maybe both? I think they should probably stick together. And then while Bryn and Caden stay here and wait for a report back. What do you guys think?
See
I
how
like
far
that
we
where
can
they're
go?
going.
I can hit
Yeah.
that one more time. So
Okay.
can you probably, Caden?
Oh, this one over here into the southwest? Yeah, we can.
No, the one to the north. I can hit one more time. The one to the
Oh,
southwest is
okay.
too far away for me to hit.
Yeah.
We've got 120 on our.
Oh,
He's
okay.
95 plus 10, so he's only 105 from you. You can hit him 2 more times, maybe.
Mhm.
Okay.
I like that idea. Let's put some damage on him, and then we'll
Yeah.
follow.
Right now, I'd say he's right at the edge of 120 feet. Because he's
Okay.
up in the air a little bit.
And Brian did mention it's a clear day, so if we need to track the one to the southwest, we can still try to do that.
Mhm. I can
He's
get
only
this
moving
far.
120.
They can get to here with regular movement.
And shoot him with the bow.
I could. Yeah.
Okay.
May not be able to hit the nuts from there, but we'll try.
You could use
Even
a key
that's
point.
alone.
You could use a key point to move another 60 if you wanted to,
Oh.
or 80 or whatever your movement is.
Probably use a key point to specifically aim for the nuts.
So yeah, I'll move up closer and
All right, so we're gonna focus attacks on the one to the northeast, and then we're gonna try to idly track the one to the southwest, and then focus on him as soon as the threat's gone.
Hey, any last comments? Time's up.
We're tracking
Hey.
the one to the south.
no. Well, but you're gonna come up here and come after this guy. Try and get an attack on him.
Go.
Manu, you're up. What are you going to do?
Go up here and take an attack. No, just kidding.
Yep. I'm going to get within 60 foot of this guy, and I'm going to toll the dead on him. And this time it's going to freaking work.
16. Because he has taken damage now. All right. Since I can't attack, come on, give me another save. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Take 16 points of necrotic damage. Let's add a little meow. It's still flying.
Okay.
Anything else, Manu?
I'm going to stay within 60 foot of him, but if, like I said, if he turns back around, I've got plenty of movement left. I'm going to head back and use my reaction to head in the opposite direction.
Okay, so how far did you go? Okay, if you're staying the same height, it's only went like 25, 30 feet.
Yeah.
All right, so you have 50 more feet of movement left.
Okay.
If that happens. Okay, Caden.
Oh, easy. I can get right up
I'm
to him.
looking at Caden's sword. Like, have you guys played that Elden Ring game? Freaking awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna use my sword like the Moonveil Katana or something and shoot a couple of Eldritch blasts out of it. Hey,
Hold on. He's beyond 120 feet. This one is.
It's not according to the map.
He's 120 feet off the map.
No, he's
Well, no, we're
hitting
going
the
to
one
the
in the north.
Northeast,
sorry.
right?
My fault. I thought you were talking about the one down to the south.
No,
Okay.
no. We're focusing fire on the one to the northeast.
Yep, my fault. Totally my fault. Okay. So 18 hits. First one does not.
Okay.
It's still flying away. Anything else, Caden?
No, Caden is going to use his movement to turn back around, Brian, and follow that one to the southwest. And he's going to actually move 30 feet. I'm just going to do one square to follow this guy to the southwest.
Okay. All right, Vega.
Vega is going to take a little run. And he's just going to do to here. And he's going to hit him with his arrow. Ba-tunk.
Nope.
Ba-tunk.
Nope. Now you're attacking like
And
my
he's
guys
gonna-
are.
He's going to burn a key point to do one more.
Are you crying?
Actually,
need to
how
burn
high
it.
is he in the air?
You don't need to do a burn a key point to take your third attack. You get 3 attacks
Yeah.
in a round.
But how high is he in the air?
At this point, probably about 30 or 40 feet.
Oh, okay, so I'll just take my third attack.
You
Ba-tunk.
can take a third attack with a longbow, or is it unarmored attack? Rob, that's a question more for you.
That's a
Gary.
good question.
Oh,
The Kensei,
my
the
monitor.
Kensei monk weapon stuff. I think that he can take an offhand attack. No, it's an offhand attack. You're right. I don't think he can.
okay.
Sorry.
Wait, what is it? Just if it's okay.
You talking to me or us?
Oh, yeah, no 3 attacks. Sorry.
Yeah, because it's an offhand attack for that third attack. Can't do an offhand attack with a bow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for Vegas
Just
turn?
2. Yeah.
Okay, Bryn, you shooting that one too, I guess?
No, I'm not going to do anything this round.
Okay, I can move on.
Whoa.
So that's a crit. So that's a crit of an accuracy. So a total of 24 damage on the actual hit itself, plus another 3 damage. So 27 damage on that.
Wee.
Eldritch Blast.
You made him a new butthole. So he's got blood and poo pouring out of him as he's trying to fly away. He's looking really bad.
And that was
So
the
I
one in
could-
the south?
I could have used a key point to
North.
use a monk weapon and hit him one more time, so I will next time.
Well, talk to Brian and see if he'll let that 18 stand then. Because you said you were going to use a key point to shoot again.
Yeah.
So how does Kensei work with monk weapons? Anything you
So,
choose is a monk weapon?
well, my monk weapons or my Kensei weapon is my longbow and my longsword.
He had to choose.
And key fueled attack. I can burn a key point and get another attack as my bonus action.
There you go.
So if you're cool with that, then
So
I'll
it would
burn
work
a key point.
with missile weapons. I agree.
Yeah.
Not that I'm the person who
I like it.
but
From what I read there, it makes sense.
Okay.
All right,
So
so
we
what
can-
was that attack?
The 7. The 18 for 7.
Ooh-wee. That's technically your attack came before Rob. So Rob, you're surprised he's still flying. That of knowledge.
One
okay.
hit point left.
There is bile
All right, so that's it for Bryn.
and blood. Yeah.
Oh, did you heal somebody with that?
There's
one
nobody
needs
within. There's nobody within. Is Gary within 30 feet of him?
Then 30 feet of the monster?
If Gary's within 30 feet of the,
Yeah.
No, because I said he's
Oh,
like
he's
30 or
in
40
the-
feet in the air.
because he's in the air.
Yeah, 30 or 40 feet in the air, so that's beyond 30 feet. Yep, sorry. I'm trying to get that cool thing to work. All right, my guys are up next. This guy is just trying to get the F out of here, so it's going to dash.
Oh no, it's an ally that I can see within 30 feet of me, which there is nobody. Oh, Caden, have you taken damage, Caden?
I don't think so.
I think me and
No.
Ninute are the only ones.
Rand, you haven't taken damage, no? If you had taken damage, you would get to roll a hit die and add 5 to it and get that many hit points back.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't realize I was not on mute. So
This thing is now 130 feet off the map. And it's just booking it. And then
the one to the
this-
north.
Yeah. And then one to the south is going to do the same thing. It is now 240 feet away.
240 feet?
Yeah. Because they are dashing. Okay. And that is their turn.
Can you
One
get
minute
close enough,
strategize.
Don, for one more toll?
Oh yeah, I could stick with these guys.
He's only got 1 hit point left, Don. So as long as you can get within 60 feet of
Yeah.
him, you can finish him off.
We've taken
You
the
could
2 of
cast
the 3.
sleep.
What's your
No,
magic missile distance?
120.
Finish him
Move.
off with a magic missile. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Move 40 feet and finish him off with a magic missile that auto hit, so you don't even have to worry about missing.
10 feet.
Well,
Up to you, though.
Yeah, I guess 40.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste I'll do that, and then I'll hit him with the mind sliver.
No, I think you're missing. Never mind.
The
Are we
point, Don, is
strategy
that
roll?
I'm trying to get you to auto hit, right? Not have him save.
Right.
But I know it's a spell slot, but it's only a first level spell slot. It's only 1 mana point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it done.
Yep. Done deal. I'll
20
get
seconds.
that one.
Because then we can
Um,
cook one for a feast and then take one
that's
back
right.
for
Let's cut them
information.
up for body piece parts.
Yeah.
Caden's planning on using his actual round to keep tracking the one heading southwest. And as soon as we kill that, went to the northeast, I'd love help doing that.
All right, time's up. Minute, what you doing?
Ninu's going to get within 120 feet, and he's going to magic missile that one that's trying to get away, and for 7 force damage.
And like the other one, it tumbles to the ground. He's a little bit bigger divot because it was further up in the air. Very few cracks. His bones break and hits the ground. Anything else, Nynute?
Yeah, I'll use the rest of my movement to head south.
Right.
So, I assume I can get like 60 foot, maybe.
Because you had to get at least, I guess you had to go at least 20, 30 feet to get with 130 feet. He's in the air still, remember?
Yep.
So you got like 50 feet of movement left, I'll say.
All right. There we go.
Technically, you only get 30 feet this direction because you went, 20 that way.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Yep.
I'll just put you there.
What's your
We'll ballpark it.
what's your carpet speed?
80.
Yeah, so you have 50 from 10 feet up here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's ballpark right there. Okay.
Fair enough. I'm coming.
Okay. All right, Caden.
Am I on mute or can you hear me?
I hear you.
You're on mute.
I can't hear you.
We
You're
can't
on
hear
mute.
you at all.
You're on
sweet.
mute.
Yeah, well, it's good. This is weird because it's on my phone, so it's not like on the laptop in front of me. You'll see. All right, so Caden, Brian, I'm actively trying to follow that guy to the southwest with my eyes, and I'm going to be moving on the ground, like focused on him, kind of like watching like a bird or airplane or something like that, and maybe like a mentally disabled kid chasing after a plane or something in the wilderness. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so let me do this. Is anyone going to try to chase and catch up with it, or you guys just want to watch to see where it goes?
I want to follow where it goes.
That's I'm asking everybody. See whether or not we're still in combat or not.
I think
I'm
we
gonna
just want
watch
to
where it
track them.
goes. Yeah.
Track.
All right, so I'm going to get rid of the turn order here, and then we'll resolve what it is you guys are trying to accomplish here. Okay, all right, so this one is continuing kind of making its way kind of southwest of the farm. There are mountains to the south. There are mountains to the north as well. This one basically trying to make a straight line away from you, Caden, at this point. So it depends on how long you guys want to track it and whether or not anybody's going to try to keep pace with it.
What time of day is it?
I'll say by the time you got here is about midday. So I'd say it's right around noon, 1 o'clock.
Okay. I think we should just follow and keep him in sight for as long as
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
As a
All we're
group.
doing is we just want to figure out where he's coming from.
So no one's sticking around the farm. Everyone's going to start tracking this guy, right?
Oh, I
I
thought
don't think we
everybody
should-
else was staying.
Oh.
No?
Yeah, but we shouldn't break up the party, right? Like, I don't think we should separate. I mean, we've started, so we've already got a body. We've got 2 cadavers. So we can identify what they are now. Why don't we explore the farm, let that guy go, and gather information. See if
Yeah,
they
Bryn-
saw where it came from.
Brent's gonna hang out at the farm.
Yeah.
There's no point in tracking that thing. We don't have any more information. We just need to watch to see what direction it goes so that we can head that
Yeah.
way when we're ready to go that way.
Okay.
I'm good with that completely.
Yep. Well, I'll turn around then, and whenever they call me back.
Yeah, and I do apologize. My wife just got home.
I'll use the message cantrip on you, Ninette, and say, "Come back. We're not ready. We're not ready to follow it yet."
Right. We
So
should
who-
go ahead.
Just a quick question: Who's actively trying to track the one that's to the south? More than one of you?
Well,
One
I
of
think
you? All of you?
Caden was just watching to see where he goes. He wasn't following, right?
I mean, eventually, it's going to get out of line of sight somewhere.
Hmm.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I think we were just going to let it go.
All right. So without a perception roll, if you guys aren't keeping pace with it, it is going to eventually get out of your sight as it disappears somewhere in the mountains to the south.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So back at the farm, there was a family here. The woman that came out screaming comes back to the farm after the coast is clear. The side of the building got ripped up here. They had a couple cows and pigs in here. None of them got attacked. Nobody got hurt. But it's a family of 4, husband, wife, and 2 kids, 2 grown kids on this little farm here. They told you that this farmer, I think someone shouted it, that he ran out of wood boarding up his houses, but he wasn't too concerned because they haven't attacked this side of the Ethvale. But he thanked each of you guys profusely for saving him, saving his animals. He doesn't have any kind of monetary awards to save you, but he tells you that the town's been in need for someone like you for a while now, and that you guys should go into town and talk to the Speaker Mavros. Maybe he can offer up some kind of a reward for you guys for what you've done.
But is his wife hot?
Farmer's wife?
Other rewards.
Is it sons or daughters? Just saying.
All right. Hold on, Gary. We'll get this. So roll me a D10, Gary, for the wife.
Ooh,
On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 4.
Oh. Good from far from good.
The 2 kids, roll me D10 twice. Even it's girls, odd it's boys. Okay, 1 girl, 1 boy.
And she's an 8?
They're both no. That's saying what they're boy. Now roll me another D10 with disadvantage since her mom's ugly.
Ooh.
And 1 more. Oh, she's a 3. She's even worse than her mom.
She's
A little
foul.
younger.
That's too bad.
Even though she's younger, she's still uglier than her mom.
Oh, that's too bad. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna try and figure. Can I tell what species this is? Like, can I do some investigating and?
Okay, so how would you have? Because this is a winged creature. I'll say
Mhm.
obvious things you see. It's got scales, but it's got a head like a lion and leathery wings. So you tell me, how was this something you would possibly read about, like studying somewhere? Is this
lore?
something where nature-wise that you've seen, different animals and try to interpret what this thing may be?
Mhm.
What are you thinking?
Can I
I'm
ask-
kind of thinking like from lore and from history and stories that maybe I heard growing up and trying to figure out what this mythical creature is.
All right, give me a history check then.
History. Ooh, history sucks.
History.
You've never seen something like this before. I mean, the closest thing you've ever seen, like a lion that flies, is a shit. Now I'm drawing a blank. This is Brian drawing a blank. Is it chimera? Is that the lions that fly?
Griffin.
Or
isn't
griffin?
it?
Oh, griffin has a hawk head.
Oh, it's the hawk beak with the yeah.
Right. I think the lion head is that chimera, if I remember correctly. That's Brian. But
Right.
you never seen one quite like this. Very strange, very odd.
Can I talk to the farmer?
Sure. What you want to ask him?
I
I'd
thought we were
like
going to talk to the speaker.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who said that the farmer said he would know more information.
Understood. I'd still like to talk to the farmer.
What do you want to ask him?
I would like to procure your services for the next few days. I'd like you to collect a cart and animals to carry this beast back to
To this. Oh.
to the guild so that we may study it further. I will pay you handsomely for this, and I'll start with 2 silver pieces.
He'll look at the money somewhat greedily. It's like I don't want it here. I don't want those things coming back looking for it. You give me a place to store it, and I'll halt there for you.
Understood. I want you to haul it to the guild, and I will pay you an entire gold piece on your return.
Give me a persuasion check, Nynute.
Why don't we take one to the guild and take one to the speaker? Maybe he can identify it. Drag it with the horse. We have 2. So
Yep. Persuasion.
So this is a persuade him to take it to the guild. That's what I'm having you roll this for. He's like, I'm sorry, mister. That's a 4 or 5 day ride. I can't leave my farm for that long.
2
Plus,
gold
4
pieces.
or 5 days out in the plains with these things flying around. That's just a target on my back. Nope, not doing it.
I shall find a less yellow member of your community.
what about the sun? How old's the sun?
He looks at his skin. I'm not yellow. I'm kind of tan.
Is anybody else stronger with persuasion to maybe convince this guy, Caden?
No, there's not going to be a second persuasion check. He done bombed that one. That guy's not doing it.
I whispered something to Don. I just want to. I think he gets it.
Yeah, I thought that would be a opportunity to replace his lost animals, but some people.
Well, he didn't lose any animals.
We should offer the same thing to the town speaker. He'll know somebody that'll want to do it.
Why don't we tie some ropes in our horses and drag these suckers to the town speaker? And as we drag them into town, they'll see us as heroes. And maybe there'll be a hot wench for Vega.
What you guys want to do?
That's what I think. What do you guys think? Drag the cadavers into town to show the speaker and show them how impressive we are for killing 2 of the 3. They don't need to know about the 3rd that got away.
That sounds great to me, but I don't have a horse, so.
Oh, you guys all had horses. Oh, that's right. You're under carpet, though. That's right.
Yep.
Now, the farmer and his wife will offer to put you guys up for, to stay in the barn if you need to while you're here in town, as some small gratitude of what you guys did for them.
Thanks.
Will you have it fixed before we come back? No.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Vega.
Will he have it fixed before we get back? Because this is unacceptable. No, just kidding.
Let me take away an inspiration card from Gary. Oh, he has none. Okay, I can't do that.
That's right.
He's going to look over at Nynute to fly up there on the carpet with Vega and fix the roof.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Some roofing hammers.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are going to drag these beasts back into town and look for the speaker Mavros.
Yep.
Correct? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Unless somebody says different.
It'll probably take you close to an hour to kind of rig up ropes and stuff with the horses and drag your way into town. Again, it's only like a 4 or 5 building town. But before you can get in town, there's people coming out nearby farms and then from the town itself, kind of like giving you a haze and hoorahs and, the heroes are here, all that, the cheering stuff. Just really impressed with the fact that you've killed 2 of them and dragging them through the streets. And then you guys are approached by a distinguished middle-aged human introduced himself as Mavros, the town speaker. And he's thanking you guys profusely for battling the monsters. But he does ask if you guys are here on behalf of the No Mercy Guild, since that's who he sent the request out to.
Yes, we are.
He's like, good. That was you came, looks like just in time. So please, and he speaks to you privately, and he kind of ushering you into like one of the buildings away from the town folk that are all around you, giving you pats on the back and stuff, and little ugly ladies putting flowers in your hair, Vega.
I think Ninu, why don't you ask if there's anybody here that would take the task of returning one of these creatures to the guild?
I think there's a couple of people that could ask better than I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was your original idea. So, Vega will go. Anybody. Will anyone take the task of returning one of these creatures to the guild for us? We will pay you handsomely for your time.
Your persuasion check with advantage, Vega.
Stop. Oh my gosh. Dude.
With advantage. Here you go, Vega. Nope.
Blur it.
Like nobody speaks up.
No.
Like everyone kind of takes a step back.
Dude.
Pussies, all of them.
Hey, Brian, I got an idea.
I'm listening.
Can I try something?
Okay. Yeah.
Caden is going to step up after that obvious fail. He's going to slightly like shake his head, but he's going to say, "Listen, if this corpse doesn't get back there, this whole town's going to implode with, doom." And he's totally deceptive right now.
And as he
What
does
are
that,
you saying? The town's going to
He's saying that
implode?
the town's going to implode. There's going to be 100 more of these things coming here. It's going to be havoc. The apocalypse is upon us. He's like really, gone all out to.
And you hear a shout from somewhere in the crowd. What's taking it back to the guild going to do for us then?
and
If you do this, all of that's going to go away. You won't have to worry. As soon as the guild knows of this, it's done.
You can give me a deception roll with disadvantage.
Ninoots at the same time is going to make a large lion roar similar to
There you go.
the dragons.
Okay, so you don't get a volunteer, but you get one old man that kind of kicks like a stepson he doesn't like to the front. Says, he'll take it for you. I said, no, Paul, I don't. No, you're going to take it. Fine, I got to get his ass out of here. So you got one volunteer that'll take one of them back to the guild.
There you go.
Give me a wisdom check, Caden.
Wisdom check. All right. Not so great.
I'm going to give it to you with advantage just because I want to tell you this.
Okay.
You might be sending him to his death.
Oh.
But
good
job.
Is there a Vunkar in the village who can accompany him? A Vunkar. Anybody named Vunkar?
I'm
Nope.
good with this.
No bunkars.
There's got to be a Vunkar, dude. There's a
This
Vunkar in
guy's,
every
this
village.
guy's all disheveled. He's like depressed. He's got his head hanging down. He walks over to the big dragon thing and says, "Someone going to help me load it up?" God, this sucks. My life sucks. I hate you, Dad.
Really?
All right, Mavros is going to usher you guys into the building.
No,
Actually,
we
there's something
can't
else
just
here.
stop that. I'm going to share that with everybody. I'm going to be like, listen, all right, apparently this loser is going to die on the road with this corpse, and it's never even going to accomplish what we want it to accomplish anyways. Is my thought. I just have a weird epiphany here.
I'm going to roll randomly to see whether it happens or not, meta-wise. But
Can't we disguise the load if it's on a cart, cover it with hay, or so the other creatures can't see it? They may be able to smell it, but
you can certainly try.
improve his chances. Let's cover the cart with hay, the corpse, so they can't see it, and everybody pee on it. Cover the smell.
Let's buy a few spears and pitchforks from the town and set up little straw men to look like it's like a whole militia on the cart with the corpse.
Give him
Now
a
you're
fighting
being
chance.
ridiculous, Rand.
Dude, what?
Kidding.
Deception, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we should at least cover it, conceal it.
Yeah.
And do our best to conceal it.
And make them do it because it's not our job.
Yeah, let's go meet with
Yeah.
Moberus.
Yeah, we should yell at the crowd folk and make his job easier and get it done.
Wait. How is this not our job? I thought this was literally our job.
Wow.
Dealing with the corpses is our job.
Yeah,
No. I thought identifying what was the flying drake and
So cut off its head and throw it in a bag of holding. Let's go.
All right.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, take a picture of
Let
it.
me pull out your phone.
Recreate it with minor illusion.
I like
That's
it.
your photo app. That's your photo app, right? Is minor illusion. If you've got that,
I don't got a
you're
minor
good to go.
illusion. You got
I
an
do.
iPhone?
I
I got
do.
an iPhone.
Well, unfortunately, the deal's already been done. This poor sap's going to load up in a wagon and take it back to the guild.
Get going, fool.
No, I thought Rand told him not to.
No,
changing your
Rand
mind?
said Rand told the party that he had a bad feeling that guy's going to die, and this is the resulting conversation that we didn't even need to do it.
So Bryn's response to you is, everybody dies.
Yep.
It sounds like his dad doesn't even. like it, so.
I'm worth risking.
Oh my God, you guys are awful people.
Yeah,
This is Monster Hunters. We don't care.
yeah. There's no morals.
Let's do it.
Yeah, send him on his way.
So you guys going to still try to like hide it and have everybody pee on it or whatever you guys said to see if it'll help?
Yeah, cover it
That's
with
the
some
townsfolk's
straw.
job. Yeah.
Oh, you're leaving it for the townsfolk. So
No.
Who's the beefiest looking townsfolk?
All right. So I'll say if you guys spend like an hour or so kind of covering it up and trying to hide the smell or do whatever, Caden, I'm going to let you roll this. Roll me a D100. You won't know the result, but I will. And you may find that out later.
Rolling really low
Everything's
is
fine.
really good because if it's not a magic item, you want to roll low.
you keep telling yourself that so that you can sleep at night knowing you didn't send this young man to his death.
Listen, encounter tables, 20 is bad, 5 is good. 5 on a D100, that's
Okay.
super good.
Let's
Nine
go
needs
chat
to
with.
follow the town leader or whatever he is.
Yeah, we're in with hanging with Moberus
Let me pull that back up.
at the pub, right?
Well, there's not really a pub.
Oh,
This is kind of like a house that's been converted into somewhat of a small meeting house. Like you're basically sitting in like what's a typical like living room or family room of a larger than normal house. So, but he invites you in, gives you a glass of water. May or may not have a few little gnats or bugs in it. Oh, so thank you. I've been waiting for you. I was wondering if they'd answer my call or not. But so let's talk about what's going on here. What's happening next? These things that you dispatched today. These are just the latest attacks from what has been like a plague here lately. I gotta tell you. I mean, nobody knows why they arrived or where they originate. But there's no pattern. I mean, just last week they were on the east side of town. Now they're on the west side. We don't know where they're coming from and why. They're obviously trying to eat. We don't know.
how many have you seen at one time?
3 is the most. What you guys happened today. Before that, it was only 1 or 2 here or there. But we've never seen them. The numbers seem to be getting larger. I tell you, but well, maybe not now. Now that you killed 2 of them, right? The farmer said that the one got away.
One
We
took
just
off
wanted to
the
see
snow.
where it was going.
Right. Yeah, to track it. Yeah, that's a good idea. See, but it's our flash in the west side slightly. All right, Rob. I'll give you a inspiration card for that one, even though that was crazy.
West
But inspiration
Side.
card. Deal for Rob.
What did he get that for? I missed it.
His chat.
I flashed the West Side sign to him.
Nice.
But
From
he
the
tells you that
neighborhood.
basically, you guys they live outside the attention of the kingdoms, and they no longer possess the resources to fight, this kind of a threat themselves, and that's why they reach out to No Mercy Go for help. And says, now I ask each of you to play the role of
Nice
champions,
card.
if you will, if only for a little while. Okay,
What's
any
the time of day?
questions you've
What's
got
the
for
time of
him?
day, Brian?
I said this by this point it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so still, clear, bright day. So this is your opportunity to ask Mavros questions or anything more details he may know.
What direction do they come from?
Well, I think last week they mostly came from the north. Those that did see them came from the north. This last batch, I haven't talked to anybody about what direction they came from. Perhaps you would have asked the farmer that.
Where do you suspect their lair might be?
I tell you, all I know is that they've been coming from the north somewhere. They could be up in the Thesk Mountains up there somewhere. Possible. That's kind of what we hired you guys for, to figure that out. You guys are full of questions.
I'm trying to think of some good questions. What is they've been primarily feeding off of? I mean, like animals, or have they been gone for humans? Has it been mostly been animals that have died?
Well, the only ones that have actually died have been a couple goats and one cow, and I think a couple pigs got hauled off. We never really saw what happened to them, but it's assumed they got hauled off. Haven't really attacked any of the townsfolk. I mean, they've come close, but they seem to be focusing mainly on the livestock.
Well, that may change when we run out of livestock. I'm wondering if we could, if we should maybe consider baiting them. Go to an open field and tie up a couple of cows and wait for them to come and feed and see if we can coax them out of their lair.
I like it. Go ahead.
Set some
I
traps.
was just thinking, do we expect more today? How often have they been attacking? Once a day, once a week?
There's no pattern to it. I mean, sometimes it's in the middle of the night. As today, it was in the middle of the day. I mean, I couldn't tell you if there was a preferred time of the day for them to attack and eat. When do you eat?
Do they seem, and I'm going to ask him, do they seem intelligent? Do they talk to each other, or are they like cats? Do they just sort of, you know what I'm trying to get at, Brian? I want to know if they communicate.
He'll share that he hasn't really picked up a conversation with one of them, hasn't been close enough, hasn't heard any reports of them talking to each other.
Well, when we got there, Bryn, the one closest to us did screech towards the other two, and they came. So maybe there's some kind of communication. I don't know.
No, I'm just wondering if there's a language. It seems to me that they're bat-like, which means that a chimera is dragon-like. I'm wondering if this is the only character I've ever made that doesn't speak Draconic, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just wondering. We should try to. I mean, we should at least next time we encounter them, we didn't try to talk to them this time. We should try to talk to them. I mean, I talked to my cat. My cat doesn't understand English, but I mean, we all talk to our pets. So,
did they use a language when they scream? Because I do speak Draconic.
Again, the town speaker says he has no knowledge about where they have capabilities of speaking. He assumed not, since they're like flying beasts.
Okay.
Well, I think we get our hands on a couple of cows and stake them in a field and set some kind of trap for them.
It's got to be goats.
See if we can capture one.
It was a goat in Jurassic Park.
JP1.
Okay, so let's get a couple of goats.
What's he doing with that
Brian,
goat?
Brian, did you see my message I sent you?
I saw it.
About the dummy DM
Dummy
thing?
DM. Yeah, you might just want to make sure it's not blocking the entire screen or something. Sorry.
Oh, it's not. I got rid of it.
Okay.
Okay.
It still shows on my screen. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, you can't close it?
No, it does. It just says stealing. I just so I tried to look at the dummy DMs cards and it made me like steal one. And it still says stealing, so I was afraid that the dummy DM screen showed like the big card with "Hey,
It did.
Rand's
I
trying
closed
to
it. You're
steal
good.
this."
You're good.
Okay, all right, cool.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for Mavros or anything else? He likes
Yeah,
your
'cause he's
idea
been-
of using the
'Cause he's been
cows.
so helpful.
Mavros, is it? Can you provide us with 2 animals for bait?
I think we can scrounge up a couple of old scrawny cows for you. Yeah, if that means get rid of these
We
things.
want goats.
Goats. Yeah, even better. Goats. They're almost like rabbits. Yeah, we can get you a couple of goats. No problem.
He doesn't listen.
Have the attacks
Yes.
been daylight, nighttime,
Yes.
more in the morning, more in the night, just anytime?
Raining. It's got to be nighttime and raining.
There's been no pattern to when the attacks have come.
Right.
So most of the town has boarded up their windows.
Have
Never
they
know what
attacked
to
at night
expect 'em.
too, or just during the day?
Oh yes, yes, and there have been nighttime attacks as well.
Okay, so
People
they
are
can see
afraid
in
to
the
let
dark.
their dogs out at night.
You're back.
So I say we stake the goats somewhere, and we all get within range of our ranged attacks and ready our action. And when it lands to feed, we all attack. I don't know. I don't have a better idea.
Huh.
We don't really have enough information to go attack them in their nest,
Yeah.
right? In their giant eagle nest. Because I'm sure that they all keep warm in a giant nest made out of logs and wood and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I was a flying lion thing.
Flying line
Do we-
things. We should be able to follow the poop trail. They should be easy enough to spot.
So as you guys are having this conversation among yourselves about what you're going to do next, you guys hear and see a commotion somewhat outside the little building in right now with the town speaker, and you can see a little boy comes running up to the door of the house you're in and knocking on it frankly. Mavros, come quick, Father's dead. He's dead, I tell you. And nobody reacts.
We better go investigate. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we'll
He
investigate.
didn't tell me to go. He told Mavros to go.
So
Yeah.
Mavros runs up the door, opens it up, and the little boy comes running in, kind of puts his arms around Mavros. He's dead, I tell you. The beast came, and he's still there, but Pa's dead, I tell you. And Mavros, this is no good. But we got just the people here. Please, let's run to Mr. Smith's farm real quick, and let's see what we can capture this thing or take care of it or whatever.
I'm
You don't even
run
know.
away
You don't
from
even know
you.
what the guy's name is. He's obviously not central to the plot.
And didn't
Mr. Smith.
vote.
Mr. Smith, of course.
Yes,
Oh.
Ultra central.
Oh, him.
Smith. It's short for Smith Olaxon. Yeah, there you go.
Boy,
Smith-
take us to this creature.
And the boy kind of grabs the Mavros by the hand and starts leading him out the door. He says, no, not me. Take these guys, take these fellas. Just come on, mister. Grab I don't know, whoever's closest by, Vega.
Yeah, let's go.
Gonna drag you out the door, and probably about a half a mile sprint for him, maybe a fast jog for you guys.
Yeah.
And as you guys get closer to where his little farmstead is, you guys can see that little cluster of cottages, bordered up but unscathed, and you also see one of these creatures. And from this, I'll say you're roughly, how close do you want to get before I tell you what you see?
80 feet.
Okay.
100 feet. 100 feet. 100 feet's a good number.
Okay, 100 feet's good enough. Still daylight. You guys can see what looks like a saddle and saddlebags on this creature. And you can see it's kind of idly pawing at a body on the ground. And this little distraught boy starts screaming, "It's Paul! It's Paul! That's him!"
Ooh.
Now everyone can give me a perception check to get any more out of that.
Oh, shit.
All right, everybody's done. Vegas sees everything. 9
Nine's looking in the wrong direction.
Newt thinks he's got a fart.
Jeez.
All right, so both Vega and Bryn see this, and I guess if we get the fourth roll, he'll probably see it as well. You can see the man's body nearby this beast, You can still see his chest kind of rising slowly. So he's apparently alive, and this beast is not like attacking him, not trying to eat him. He's just kind of almost like he's playing with him. Kind of nudges
This
him every once in a
beast?
while with his paw or his nose.
Ask the kid if the dad was riding this thing, or did he see the rider?
Asked the kid if he saw the rider.
Yeah, ask the kid if his dad was your dad riding that thing, or
Says,
did you see a rider?
says no. I heard Dad scream that, "Here, looky there," and then that was it. I saw him laying on the ground with this thing next to him.
Okay, I
This
think
thing-
we should.
Did you say this thing was eating him or playing with him, nudging him like my cat does when I die before it eats me?
It was not.
Hang on.
From what, since you've been here and seeing and viewing this, it's not like eating it. It's not like pawing at it. Not pawing it. He's like playing with it, like nudges everyone, like, hey, wake up.
Okay, what languages do we all speak?
Chronic.
I speak Elvish. It probably does not speak Elvish.
Yeah.
But I
Orc.
speak Abyssal.
I spell Elvish and
Gnomish.
English.
I'm going to yell out,
Elvish,
hey, can
Orcish,
you
and
understand
Draconic.
me in Abyssal? And I think other people should do that in the languages that they speak.
That's a
Because if this
great
thing's
idea.
a bad
When you
demon
start, I will
creature,
as well.
Abyssal will work. But if it's not, then Abyssal will not work.
Caden is a big fan of Common and Infernal.
Okay, so go Infernal. I'll go Abyssal. You've got Draconic covered, right? Right, Don?
Yep.
What do you
Orcish,
got?
Gnomish.
What do you got, Gary? Common.
Common and Elvish.
Okay, so go Elvish then.
You guys.
So each
shouting
of us
out.
in our in turn are going to shout, "Hey, Lion Beast, what are you doing?"
See if he replies.
All right. So remind me. Okay, let's go down. Nine. What are you speaking in?
I'll try Draconic first. If that doesn't work, I'll go to Orc. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to Gnome.
In that order. What you doing?
That's
Yep.
Gnome for the record.
Okay. All right. So Don, as soon as you start speaking in Draconic, its ears perk up
Go all bat wings.
and it looks over towards you. Not threatening, but it kind of looks at you like it's waiting for you to say something else, and then it turns its back and kind of nudges the body on the ground again.
Tell him to heal.
Yeah.
Ask
I'll-
it what happened. Ask it what happened. I think that guy was mounted on him.
Yeah. I'll say, is this your master, or where do the saddlebags come from? What's going on? How can
Where's
we
your
help
ride?
you?
Where's your rider?
JC Penny.
Turns its head back to Nine again. I'm assuming you're still speaking in Draconic, right?
Yes.
Kind of tilts its head like a confused dog, and then goes back nudging the guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try some like pet things. Heal. Down, boy. Down.
My guess is that it probably understands you but can't speak.
Yeah.
That's lots of
Like a
Colors.
dog.
Call him to you.
Bob, give
All
me
of
an
my-
insight check.
all of Nail's constructs are like that. Sorry, say that again. You want me to do an insight check?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm good at.
Hey,
Today I am though.
that's still better than Nine's perception roll earlier.
Every
So yeah, with that insight,
perception.
you can tell that the beast appears like both fascinated with the party and kind of weary at the same time. But you're pretty sure that it's unable to distinguish friend and foe, and it can't speak.
So I'm going to pass that on to Ninut and say I'm going to say exactly what I said. I think it understands you, but it can't speak. Tell it that we mean it no harm,
Okay.
and ask if it
Nine-
needs our help.
Dinute's gonna get off of his carpet and go easy and put his hands up
Yeah.
and easy and slowly walk up to the person. Go easy, and then feed the person a if it'll allow me to get that close, I was gonna give it a healing potion.
You're walking up to the beast and the man, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's use this map for this so I can get this straight. So I'll use this one right here as the one you guys are looking at.
If it truly understands you, though, Don, you want to tell it what you're doing. Don't treat it like it's your dog. Tell it what you're doing. If it understands you, it'll know that you're trying to help. If you tell it, you're going to try to help its rider.
Good point. Yeah. I'll be like, easy. Helping. I'll heal. Make your rider better. Easy.
Give me a animal handling check, Minute.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Okay. You see it kind of pull its head back a little bit, and it takes one paw and kind of sets it on the guy's leg, looks at the body and looks at you.
Now, you just said body, but you said it was still breathing, correct?
Yes, he still has a body. Yes, he's breathing.
Okay.
You're going to feed him
Alright.
what?
A healing potion.
Oh, you're going to feed a healing potion to the dude.
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll for healing it if you want. Then mark it from your character sheet that you've used it.
Now that should just be what?
If it's a regular 2d4,
plus
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, yeah. Do I have to roll for that, or does he get the full thing since I'm pouring it in?
No, when it's unconscious, it doesn't matter. It's immature at this point. So he kind of coughs a little bit, wakes up, and he's got the giant, this beast right in his face. Like, oh! Starts freaking out, and the dragon kind of hisses a little bit. What are you gonna do, Nanoot?
Do it, Don.
I'll just say easy. It's okay. We'll get past this.
Another one. Okay, animal handling with disadvantage.
All right.
You GM rolled that to me.
I did.
I'll allow it. He rolled a 21 and a 20. But take that off GM roll unless I say to do it. So you see it kind of raise up a paw like it's getting ready to smack the guy. Then it kind of just kind of holds his paw there like a cat does when it's getting ready to strike. Kind of takes a couple steps backwards from the guy as he's freaking, what? Get away from me! Get away from me! He starts kind of crawling backwards away from the thing. And the cat starts looking around. Like, what else is around him? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to tell the guy who's freaking out. Stay calm, dude. You need to stay calm. We don't have control of this beast. Stay calm and back away.
You're shouting this from where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not anywhere near this, right? I'm assuming.
Well, no. I mean, how far away is Ninette? Ninette went right directly to it, but I'm definitely not 100 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, place yourself wherever you'd be relative to where they are on the map right now.
Relative to Nanoot?
Right. Because what I've got here, this is the actual distance Nanoot is from the beast, and this little thing right here is the dude that's freaking out,
Okay.
my party token.
Ninoot will be, whoa, like easy boy, easy man.
Okay. Caden, you're not going to be right next to him, because otherwise I'd have to do another roll to see what happens with the dragoon. You got to be at least 10 feet away.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be tanky.
Never mind what the DM just called that thing. I think I even said it wrong, so regardless.
Bat
All right.
cat.
Give me a persuasion roll, Bryn, if you're trying to get this guy to calm down. Okay, he kind of looks around all you guys freaking out just a little bit, but he does stop kind of hyperventilating and stop crawling away, but his eyes are just locked on this big thing right here. He's starting to look around. See all you guys closing in.
He's
What you doing, guys?
freaking out. He's freaking out about the lion thing, right? He's not freaking out that we're there.
Well, he kind of doesn't know who you guys are, but yeah, his attention's on this big giant, lion, dragon, winged thing that's right in front of him.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nine,
Gonna
Don.
be.
Yeah, Don. I think that you should try to redirect the line thing by starting to
Oh.
ask it about its rider. Where's your rider? Where's your? And we'll get
Yeah.
this guy out of there while you're redirecting the attention of the beast.
Yeah. By the way, my animal handling sucks. So, if anybody has that, but yeah, I could talk to it. But just know that those were two very lucky rolls.
What are you saying to it, Manute?
Easy boy, easy. How can we help you? Where's your rider? What can we do to help? What
Not
do
here to
you
hurt
need?
you.
Yeah. Peace. Not
Your
here to
choice:
hurt you.
persuasion or animal handling.
Animal handling.
You just said it's horrible. Okay,
Yeah, well, persuasion's minus
put it in
one.
the open this
so-
time. If you GM roll it, we'll make you roll it again. Okay, there you go. Okay. As you say the word rider, it looks at you and it looks back in this direction behind him.
And I'll point to it and go, help whoever's over there or whatever's over there. Let's redirect this thing.
Take us to your rider. Let's go.
Is he talking to the rest of us? Like, should we move past it? Or?
That was me talking to the rest of you. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Caden will start heading out.
Hoping to not be the point of impact here, because I could definitely use a healing potion myself.
So what are you guys doing?
Hopefully
we're
moving over
heading-
here with the rider.
We're gonna go look. Yeah, Caden's jumping bushes. He's like moving past this little creature.
I'm gonna fly my ravens over there.
So, Caden, you're running up next to this thing?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you should ride. Not like, yeah, sure.
You're being careful around it, is what I'm saying. Are you going up threatening, like I'm making quick motions?
No. I'm looking behind it, like squirrel behind you. Aren't you gonna turn around? You know, that kind of thing.
Okay. It looks back at you, Ninute.
No,
Looks
just
back this
be
direction again.
easy, helping here, trying to help.
Then it looks up into the sky. It sees a bird fly out of this tree, and then it lurches up and snatches the bird. And it sits in this tree as all the limbs kind of leaning down, chomping on the bird.
While it's distracted, I'm going to yell at that fool of a farmer and say, "Get in your house and stay there, fool."
Like, well, fuck you too, mister.
That's why you got
Yes.
That's why you got the high charisma, Don.
Yeah, after I saved his life.
I like when Don plays low charisma characters in it's actually, I don't know. It might be more fun when he does like the mean high charisma characters like Icewind Dale. Because
No,
was
the best is when Don decides he's going to be the charisma roller, and then the one time he chooses not to, the other person in the party that doesn't have that has the third worst charisma decides to roll it.
Okay,
All right.
and Ninute, give me perception rolls.
perception.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, not good.
You guys are very observant. Let me tell you, you guys are rocking it.
We're not druids, dude.
My
So you
ravens, my
ahead.
ravens are trying to help him and give him advantage on that roll because they're sort of flying in the area and opening and sort of getting his attention in specific spots.
Can you see through your ravens?
No, the ravens. I can tell my ravens to do that though. I
Okay.
can't see through them.
Okay. So what are you telling them to do then in that regards?
Tell
Just
them to
keep
go
an
up
eye out,
there
you're
and go up there, have a look, and if they see anything of note, like a person or a humanoid or a creature up there, other than the dragon thing, to help Caden, to bring it to Caden's attention.
Okay. All right. As you guys look to the east over here, you can see it's like a forest, probably about 50 yards to the east in this direction, a thick forest, and that's kind of the direction the thing was looking. But without a perception roll, that's all you can tell.
Got it. I'm going to keep kind of moving that direction, hoping that the creature in the tree doesn't jump on me next. And I'm going to be trying to attract the ravens from Bryn.
Okay.
Focus on
Caden,
those
give me
ravens.
one more perception roll. Okay, you hear a low growl coming out of this flying beast, and then it darts out of the tree and slams into this tree. And you see it stick its head back out. It's got a scroll in its mouth.
He's hungry. He's a hungry hippogriff.
Are you going to continue kind of going that direction towards the forest, I guess, Caden, or anybody else do anything?
The birds are going there.
You know, whenever I kind of like get in this situation, I always say like, what would Harry Potter do? You know, and I think he'd keep going east.
Okay.
You gonna bow to it?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
The rest of you guys see Caden kind of walking towards the forest. What are you guys doing?
If that thing's moved off, I will do the same.
He's still sitting in the tree.
Yeah.
That's a bigger tree. He's higher up.
You
I don't
probably
know
want to
you
stay
guys.
close enough to it that you can talk to it there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be walking up towards where Caden is going and going, easy fella, easy boy. We're here to help.
Okay. One more animal handling persuasion check, Nanoot.
It's the one you failed badly.
Easy, buddy. Easy feller. Phew.
Kind of looks at you, tilts ahead a little bit, and then its eyes dart up into the sky. You see, it looks like some kind of a large bird flying, and it takes off after the bird. It doesn't attack it. It kind of gets in front of it. It's kind of doing circles around it. And after about 30 seconds, it just chomps it,
And with its food.
and it starts flying away.
Okay.
All right, Caden, as you get to the forest, you can see signs without a perception roll of limbs, like tree limbs and branches have been broken in this general area. Fairly certain that this is the direction where that thing came from. You know, why he was down the forest, you're not really sure, but something big came crashing through this little section here.
Can I tell any more about like what it was? What kind of big thing?
I'm assuming you're not in the forest now. This is just what you see as you're approaching the forest. You'd have to get in the forest to actually glean any more information out of that.
I mean, I'm going to glance behind me. I don't want to like just venture off into the forest alone, but I want to make sure that the rest of my team is like on board with what we're doing. And if the ravens from Bryn are over there, that's what I'm ultimately following, right, Brian?
You're doing what?
So I was under the impression that Caden was following like the ravens that Bryn had that had located something. So they see something over to the east, and it's caught Caden's attention, and he's heading that way.
So you're keeping pace with the ravens?
That's kind of the idea. That was my understanding.
Okay, I'm cool with that. You cool with that, Bryn?
Yeah, well, that was the point. They've been requested to go over there and guide Caden into anything that they see that's out of the ordinary or humanoid or.
Okay. So I'll say this: are the ravens going in the forest? Or are they still staying on the outside as well?
Well, they'll split up. I mean, they're ravens. They
Right.
don't mind the forest. They like trees. They fly. They're
Okay, so
They're
roll me a
good. It's all
perception check
good.
for your ravens.
okay.
I've been following the dumbest ravens of all time.
There's 3 of them. Don't forget. One of them.
That's
one
right.
Of them is,
That's
one
right.
of them did well.
So
Okay.
33% of them are correct.
All right. So 2 of them are just kind of flirting around chasing bugs, and the third one comes darting out of the forest. Or to you, Bryn? I don't know how you interact with them. It's still it's for us to work out. They can't communicate, right? They're just basically like
They
controlled.
shit on the top of his
companions.
hand. In his left
Um,
hand, it's yes. In his right hand is no.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they can't. I don't. They don't share a language with me, but they can. They can alert me to stuff.
Okay. Well, it looks nervous, like it's looking at you, looking back in the forest, looking at you, looking back in the forest, and then it flies back into the forest.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell it to take Caden to where. Indicate
back-
to Caden. I mean, don't take. I don't want Caden to walk over top of the landmine, but I want Caden to get close enough that he could look.
And the bird darts back out of the forest, Caden, comes to you, kind of stands in front of you, like flapping its wings, looks at you, looks in the forest, and it goes back in the forest. Caden? Did you
Fagin,
hear
do you
that?
have stealth?
Rand, are you on mute?
No, I'm not.
So
I'm gonna follow the bird.
bird.
There's no meth labs in Forgotten Realms.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
No, they're
Ignore
they're
the
red.
bird,
They're
follow
red.
the river.
They're red dust. They're red dust labs.
All right, Caden. So if you follow the
Traveler's
bird
dust.
into the forest, you can
Yeah.
see like a makeshift trail has been made by something big that came barreling out of the forest. And if you continue to follow the trail, you eventually find a corpse of some kind of a chain armored humanoid. And you can see tracks similar to the likes of the feet of that beast you guys just saw. And they are near where the body is, and then they lead out where you just came from. Anything more than that, you have to give me a perception check.
I mean, I'd like to look at it a little further. Can I do a perception check this go or no?
Yeah, if you're going up to where the body is, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to.
This is still theory of the mind, guys. I don't have a map for this.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. As you take a closer look, you can see that the corpse of this human, or whatever it is, it's sunken face down into basically a body-shaped depression in the ground. So
Fell off. It fell off its thing from a height.
Really?
anything more than that, you have to like actually roll the body over or pick at it or do a medicine check, something to see anything else out of it. But
Sniff it, scratch and sniff.
think like Wile E. Coyote falling off the cliff. There's like a little depression there for his body where it hit.
Makes sense. I totally get it.
I don't know what happened to your sound there, but it sounds like your mouth is right on your mic.
Oh, is this any better?
Yeah, it's better.
Much.
Okay, we know that information, Caden.
I will share it with the group.
So you're gonna come back out of the forest and tell everybody know.
No, I will.
I'm going to send
wait
you a
where I'm at.
message, Caden, and I'm going to say, "What do you see?"
Caden's going to respond with everything he just saw.
Okay, so recap for everybody else. There's a chain armored humanoid face down in a depression in the soil or the earth that matches his body.
So, what kind of humanoid is it, Caden? That's what I'm going to. What race is it?
Hey, you know what? I'm going to look a little bit closer. Brian, I want to know, like, hey, is this chainmail rusty, first and foremost? And secondly, is it a human? Is it an elf? Is it like a dwarf? What's the characteristics? Dragonborn?
You're going to have to like dig part of the body out of the depression to determine that. Is that what you want to do?
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Sure.
There's a grenade under the body. It blows up. Now
That's
you
all
roll
right.
him over. And this guy is effed up. I mean, as you roll him over, like his arm has like 16 extra elbows on it, kind of cracks a little bit and a little limp and like a noodle. But it rolls over, you can see his smashed face and missing teeth. But this was a dragonborn.
We shall call him Smellbo. Because he's probably stinky and he's got like 15 elbows, you said.
And what's left of his chainmail after as you roll him over is just kind of torn and tattered. As you look up, you can see it looks like he fell through a bunch of trees and limbs, and it just ripped most of his chainmail armor up. You don't even see a weapon. It's like he's got a scabbard on his hip. It's all bent, but no weapon in it.
Do I recognize what weapon would fit in the scabbard? Or
Looks like it was probably a dagger.
oh, interesting. So if I still have a mental link, I'm going to kind of communicate like a dragonborn thing on the ground, all messed up, dagger, et cetera, et cetera.
The perception roll, you can also see there's like a few loose coins scattered about, tattered clothing. Looks like it's been ripped up above and kind of fell to the ground. I mean, this guy had a gruesome death on the way down.
Do I see anything like identifying like some kind of mark that would like signify like this corpse or like the person, the being, like I'll tell you what the purpose is. So the idea would be to if I was to find this person's family, I want to be able to show them something that would signify like that this was in fact their son or daughter or whoever, right? Like something like that only they would know.
And you're trying to find some identifying piece of something on the body, right?
Like his
That's what I'm
his
gathering.
driver's license.
Whether
Like his driver's license.
yeah, like or his teeth. You know what I mean? Like it just depends on your time period and era. But yeah, like what is the identifying feature of this thing? Is it a tattoo that is very familiar? That is very,
Well, if you're going to take your time and really do a thorough search, I'm not going to have you roll. I'll just share some of the stuff that you will obviously find just searching the body and everything like that. Okay? Is that okay? Okay. So the armor is beyond use. It's destroyed. Tatters of torn cloth are snagged to links of the mail. Coins are scattered about everywhere from a belt pouch that's spilled open. As you search the body, you do find a map of the region. Trying to read. I think I'm going off memory here, so I may fix this when I find the actual text. But you find a map of the region, and it shows like kind of a general sketch of the valley, and has like little arrows, like paths, showing directions or a path going somewhere. But it seems to be like the paths are all taking a wide berth or a wide way around any kind of populated areas. Let's see. You also looking around the area, whether you or somebody else, someone will eventually see a tabard. I think that's how you pronounce it. 25 feet up in a tree.
Ooh.
That's like a flag.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
No, a tabard is
A sheet.
Yeah, it's a sheet, but it's what a guild would. It's like got a guild symbol.
Right.
Yeah.
In World of Warcraft, we created a tabard design for our guild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was like a tapestry or something like that is what I always kind of thought it was. A sign tapestry or something like that. But you find that up in the tree. Someone probably, whether Nynaeve or someone else, will fly up and get it. It's got a symbol of a serpent on it. Now beyond that, someone's going to have to give me like some kind of a check to try to determine what exactly that means. Whether it's a history, whether it's religion, whether it's arcana.
I could try history. I have some pretty good knowledge of the
Try.
surrounding area and what's going on.
pretty good for religion. Nice.
Okay, you can give me religion too if you want. Ooh, look at you. Anybody else want to throw 18 at me?
Okay, which one of them got it?
Anyone else want to do one? Let's see if someone else will get it. Are you guys good with that?
I think that's good.
Okay, roll off. Let's see who figured it out first.
There you go.
They give me one more roll.
One more religion.
Hey, look at there. All right, so like just as 9 minutes of getting ready to say it, Gary, you blurted out, "Oh yeah, that's the symbol for Zahir." Now Zahir, I don't think it's a god within Forgotten Realms. I think it's from some other realms, but it's basically like a god of serpents.
Here's the hair.
Zehir. You can probably Google it,
The
and it'll
everywhere.
give you more information than I could ever give you. So this person that fell off the beast is obviously someone that either worships or works for or has some tie to the god Zahir.
Can we
The
tell
serpent
from
god.
as we're looking at the map, can we tell where the origination is? Is there marks on
You
know,
can.
where we might?
Looks like majority of the paths leading to and from one of the mountain ranges goes to one specific location. Again, it's a crude hand-sketched map, so it's not probably going to be, really accurate as far as like scale. But yeah, all the paths kind of lead to and from one central location in the mountains to the north.
I think we just completed our mission. Let's go home, boys.
Yeah, we got the source. We've killed 2, 3. What happened to the one with the that we were talking to? Because I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie.
He flew away.
Okay.
He went after a bird, played with it a little bit, then chomped it down, then took off.
Okay. I wasn't going to admit to falling asleep, but I was totally confused.
And that one had a saddle and saddlebags on it.
Yeah.
And
I
nobody
wanna-
checked them out.
I really wanted to try those, but I didn't want to get et.
I couldn't call Carrie out on falling asleep because I was peeing and on mute the whole time. So.
Along with that, you also find 50 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces, and 5 copper.
Yeah, we should split that up.
I think that should be all in increments. You guys can split. If not, round it to the nearest one. So you guys can split it. So yeah, it's 4 of you. So 4 copper, 16 silver. I think you can still split 50 by 4, right? No, you can't.
12.
48 gold pieces.
Hmm.
All right, so you have a map. As Gary said, you've killed 2 of them. So 3 parts of your quest were find out what they are, stop the attacks from happening anymore, and figure out where they're coming from.
Well, I guess we haven't stopped the attacks then.
So, what do you guys like to do next?
I think we keep tracking them. But what time of day is it?
Say it's now about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. I think we follow the map and see if we can get to the source.
What was the count of silver and copper again, please?
I just made it up. 48 gold, 16 silver, and 4 copper is what I said. And if it's not what I said, that's what I said now.
Yeah.
All right. So we each get 12 gold, 4 silver, and 1 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we keep tracking. We follow the map and see if we can get to the source.
Yep.
Take the jerkin with us. Whoever presents himself first should show up wearing it. Hello. Did you miss me?
Usul's going to take his last regular potion of healing.
All right. So if you guys are heading up into the mountains as to where this origin point on your makeshift map kind of shows you, you are going to need some mountain climbing supplies. I'm not going to ask you if you've got them, because if you go back to town, they would gladly provide whatever you need at no charge. So I'll say you guys have at least 2 climbing kits. If you don't want one each, it's your call.
I think we should get well, except for Nanu, right?
I don't really need one.
You should get farther away from your phone, Rand. We can almost hear you.
I'm literally right next to my phone. Can you hear me now or no?
No,
Yeah,
hardly at all.
It just sounds like
Really?
you're in a
think
big
you're on
open
mute.
room.
I think you're on mute.
Sounds like you left your phone in the bathroom.
Dude, the walls are 10 feet tall and I'm in a 20 by 20 room. Like, I don't know how to change it. Literally, this microphone is inches from my mouth. Like, I mean, 1 inch from my mouth.
I'll turn you
I
up
should
on my
take a
end.
picture.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I hear you fine. You're good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds more majestic and royal.
Put
you're
that
booming.
tabard on, buddy.
Yeah, tabernacle.
All right, so I'll help you out. So either you go back to some of the villagers or back at town,
Yeah.
and they'll give you whatever kind of climbing supplies you need, climbing kit. If I heard you guys right, then Ninute and Vega don't need one. You're just gonna have one for Bryn and one for Caden, a climbing kit.
Yeah.
Okay, add that to your character sheet.
Check
No charge at
check
this
your
point.
whatever for the most
Well.
updated picture of me with my headset wrapped around my neck.
Alrighty then. They also tell you that if are you going to show them the map, or are you going to keep it a secret?
Oh, we should show them.
I don't think there's any reason to keep it a secret.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I want to make sure before I say this. So, when you show them the makeshift map, a couple of the local villagers will tell you that's Morning Fall Summit, and everybody kind of knows the rumors about that. I'll tell you, it's probably about 6 miles away from the center of Ethvale, the little 5-building town.
Yeah.
They give you climbing kits, hemp and rope, no cost. So the characters know the following common information after talking with the local peasants and villagers. The mountain is a dangerous place to which the locals never venture. Anything beyond that is going to require more of a persuasion check with the town folk to see what you learn. So either one person does it with advantage, or you guys can all do it individually. Your choice.
You
Just
guys
before you
decide.
roll.
I'm peeing.
And what are we rolling?
To see how much more you can find out from the townsfolk about this place you're going to.
Yeah, what's the
Persuasion
skill that
roll?
we're using now? Persuasion.
Persuasion. I guess technically you can use intimidation if you want to try to intimidate someone and tell you more.
Tell me more. It's got to be like Batman at night, right?
What's your intimidation, Rand?
Not as good as yours, sir.
Mine's a 7. My
Like
my
I said.
persuasion is a 5. So I'm going to use intimidation, and I'm going to use my ravens. I'm going to have one stand on each shoulder, and the other one just hover above my head, and I'm going to ask them.
Ask them what? How you asking?
Well, how are you asking
A
them?
good cop. I want a good cop, bad cop this. So I'm assuming he's a bad cop, and I want to be the persuasive good cop while he's the intimidating bad cop.
I'll reiterate,
Yeah, so-
it's one person with advantage, or everyone else can roll normally.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting advantages, because that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So what exactly do you want me to ask, Rand?
I don't get the truth out of him.
We want-
man. Intimidate.
we want
Shake down.
More information about the area. That's what we're trying to get, right?
That's pretty much it. Yeah, and if they don't know, then they don't know. But if the
Oh, they
urine
know.
starts flowing,
Oh,
then
they
we
know.
it's time to move on.
I want more information. We need to know what we're walking into, and you need to tell us now. Tell us what you know.
Even the rumors.
Yeah, even what you've heard and you don't know. We want it all. Spill it.
Okay.
And then at the
Shortest
same
guy in the
same
village
time,
was in was impregnated by is a
At the
Ninoot's
same
son.
time, as the period in my sentence, all three of my ravens are going to go at the same time.
Very nice. Intimidation with advantage.
17.
17. All right. They all kind of look around and they all start just blurting out, all kinds of rumors and shit. But you can kind of pick through what you think is real and what's just bullshit. Some say that folklore says that no one who was foolish enough should try to climb the mountain because no one's ever returned. More to that, legends speak of ancient spirits who inhabit the peak and consume mountaineers. Hence why no one's ever come back.
I know about spirits, I say back. And my all three of my birds, because they are spirits, all three of my birds at the same time as the period go, caw!
And one old dude in the corner, we'll call him
Old dude.
Call him Sybil the One-Eyed. Yeah, there you go. Sybil the One-Eyed. So, yeah. I remember my grandfather went up there once and he slayed a dragon. He ate his heart and then he went off and became a adventurer up in Norfell somewhere. I think he's a king up there at Build-A-Baris.
I've been to Build-A-Bear.
You have not.
How do you know this
believe you.
character? Oh yeah, this character probably hasn't. Nao has though.
All right, that's what you get out of your intimidation check.
All right, so potentially a dragon up there, potentially spirits. So a spirit dragon. I put those two. I concatenated those two. And nobody who goes up there ever returns. So we're gonna prove that false.
Oh yeah.
More general knowledge you guys would learn. Morning Fall Summit. Did I give you guys that name yet? That's what they're calling it.
You said it early
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, Morning Fall Summit. Rises steeply. It can be scaled only with climbers' kits, hooks, hammers, and pitons, along with rope. The distance to reach its peak is about 5,000 feet. So in mountains terms, it's really not that big, but 5,000 feet, still 5,000 feet. Mechanically, the speed at which you ascend, unless you're flying or have some other means to do that, is going to be based upon your slowest person in your group. And it says the climb speed is per minute rather than per round because you kind of stop, put a piton in, move up, put another one in, move up, put another. So it's not just your climbing speed; it's putting all that stuff in as you're going up, unless you have some magical means to going up.
What are you girls doing?
So that's why I kind of laid that down in the Discord chat earlier about the fact that Don's got a magic carpet. So this won't affect him at all. And can the monk keep going up surfaces or just it reaches to a point and it has to find like a stopping point?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
asking like our interpretation, Brian, or what do you want?
Well, in the past, Brian, you let Nara just continue as long as she didn't stop. You let her
Right.
continuously move. If she
And I'm
stopped,
okay with
it's
that.
it's bad news bears. If she stopped,
Right. And I'm okay with that as long as you don't stop. But if you do that, you're basically going to leave all your other folks behind you, with the exception of Ninoot. So, Gary, if you have the ability to climb up vertical surfaces,
Yes.
okay,
Believe
so it means once you start, you can't stop. If
Okay.
you stop, you're going to fall or start coming back down.
can't stop the rockin' Gare.
I can handle that.
And so climb speed is normally half of your normal speed.
So 30.
So who is the slowest one here that's going up? I'm assuming it's going to be either Bren
30?
or Caden,
Yeah,
right?
my speed's 30 as well.
Okay.
30 and 30.
That's
So-
60.
So
Well,
if-
and here, so oh, that's right. Conch would have the boots of spider climbing back.
Right.
So here's the rub. Caden could definitely use those, but yeah,
Conch had them and Conch gets them back.
got it.
Okay. All right. So if your speed's normally 30, so climbing speed is 15 feet. So per the chart I've got here, based on that kind of a climbing rate, I'll say, not speed, it's going to take you roughly 5.5 hours to reach the peak.
Okay.
So your choice now is whether or not you want to go tonight, you're going to wait till tomorrow, you want to go at nighttime, you want to go during the day. I mean, plan how you want to ascend this morning fall summit.
I'm thinking in the morning. I think we should get a rest and cheap liquor.
What you guys
Well,
want
if
to
we're
do?
gonna do that, we might as well stay at the village.
Yep,
You guys head
I
back into
agree.
the village. I mean, Mavros will offer to put you up in his house if you want.
And do we want to put the animals out as bait? While we're resting, we can watch.
I don't know.
Being an elf, I only need 4 hours.
Yeah, I only need 4 because I've got trance for my elf.
Well, it's
Yeah.
mid-afternoon. I mean,
All
we
elves have it.
can set up the animals and still everybody should be able to get a full rest in.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then
we
just leave
take
out
out
early in the
another one.
morning.
Well, yeah, and maybe we have one less up there to mess with, right?
Yeah.
Or 2.
I mean,
or 3.
why not?
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. But do we go back to the farm? Put them in a field?
Just tell me.
Does the alderman have have they attacked one place more than others? Is there a better place to put these
He
things?
kept telling you guys there was no pattern or rhyme or reason as to when or where they attacked.
Yeah.
All right, let's put them at his house then.
He's like, nope, you're not putting anything by my house.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You attack him. What?
No.
That's it. I'm not picking
it was a
it.
defensive thing. I'm sorry. It spurred my defenses.
Oh yeah, you're the one that sent little Billy Bob up to Fent, right? Poor Billy
Well-
Bob.
Well, I did ask for Vunkar to go with him. And then when Vunkar never showed up, we made spears and pitchforks and other things to look like Vunkar and his crew has gone with him.
Yeah. Well, a wise man once told me I didn't really care for him much anyway.
I've heard he made it.
Nice.
So are you guys going to set up a couple goats somewhere? Is that still the plan, or are you just going to rest and head up to the mountain? What do you want to do? We'll make sure I'm clear on what you guys are doing.
Well, we said it was about 3 o'clock or so.
Roughly, yeah.
So
3 o'clock in the
yeah,
afternoon.
let's set a couple of goats out in the field. If we get, if it works, we get something and take one out. If it doesn't, and that's life. We move on. What do you guys
Meanwhile,
think?
we should have plenty of time to get a full rest in and leave at first light.
Agreed.
So who all is going to keep watch over the goats that you put out in the field somewhere as bait?
I think we all should.
Yeah.
All four of
If
you?
we gotta attack
take
this
turns.
thing. We gotta fight it. We gotta fight it.
So Mavros is going to suggest you do this out and away from the city proper. And he says city proper like he really means it, even though it's only like 5 buildings.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll say it probably take a couple hours to round up a couple people that'll actually give up their goats for this and find yourself a field out somewhere. So it is now roughly about 5, 6 o'clock. By the time you Are you tying them to like a tree, or are you putting them out in the middle of
We're
like a
gonna-
just open field?
We're gonna stake them in an open field, and we're gonna be at the perimeter and ready actions to attack anything that shows up. I don't know. What do you guys think?
How far away are you staying from the goats?
I think 80 feet. Everybody's got kind of a ranged attack that'll get within that, right?
Yep.
You guys all in agreement? 80 feet away?
80
Yep,
foot.
sounds good.
And you guys staying clustered like right next to each other? You're going to be spread out?
I think we spread out about 30 feet apart.
Okay, let's use this map again. So I'm going to say this little party token is the goats.
Okay.
So roughly place yourself in here, and it'll be 80 feet if you're going to say that. You don't have to be exact 80 feet on the map, but just for general positioning.
I'm going to be kind of hidden in
Brian,
the foliage.
I think the two children and the wisest of us should go together, and then the other folks should be in the other car.
What?
Well, decide amongst yourselves. I'm not deciding that for you. That's what we're doing. Brendan, are you that close? You're going to be 80 foot away.
Well, I haven't moved.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Rand was talking about.
I think he was talking about someone with better perception rolls. That's why I gathered out of it.
No, it's just it was straight up who was Dr. Grant with the two kids, and who was the guy that got eaten out in the toilet with Malcolm.
In Jurassic Park. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It was just a joke. Sorry.
Yes.
All
right.
But yeah, I would like to have this map be more understandable. So we're saying that the goats of the party, and we're getting spaced out appropriately, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
About 80 feet apart.
Yeah. Theater of the mind,
Away.
80 feet distance. But I'm just trying to figure out how far apart you guys are, opposite from each other, or
Yeah, some
what
kind of
general
an
direction?
arc.
But so if we're 80, all
Just
right.
pick what direction you are from the goats, and we're going
Right.
to assume it's 80
That's all I'm
feet.
looking for.
Like
You good?
if we're all down across here, or down across the bottom, or
It's
if we're
the
going to
east.
surround it to the
East.
east.
East. So we
Okay.
can hang out.
That way, when dawn arises, they will be blinded by our holiness.
That's a good line you got right there.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about me.
All right, here's what I want. Well, get yourself situated.
Yeah.
Relative to the center point. Again, you're 80 feet away from the goats, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. So 90, roll me a D100.
D100.
Okay. And now Bryn, roll me a D100. Okay. And Vega. Okay. And last, Caden. Okay. All right. During the 4th hour, Caden, give me a perception roll. Very nice. You can see off in the hills opposite side from where you are. But you have dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay. It's 60 feet though, right?
120.
120. Okay. I'll say this is dim light. I mean, it's a clear sky, but still, dim light at least. You can see movement. Can't make out what it is. Movement on a cresting hill opposite from you.
Okay.
More than one. And they are dog size.
Point that out to Nanu and Bryn, and if Vega's around me, him too.
Right. So we've coaxed the wrong creatures.
There's not going to be an encounter. You guys are basically going to have a couple packs of wolves trying to get close to where the goats are, but they know you're there because they can smell you.
Yeah, they can.
Crevasse in their general direction.
We marked our territory.
I waved my
Yes.
private parts at their aunties.
Well, that's all right because we weren't. Yeah, we've got a destination anyway, so no big deal. This was just a bonus.
Just flippantly fire off counter eldritch blast out of my sword at them.
I mean, from the DM standpoint, I could have brought in one of those things, but it would have done nothing for the plot at this point. So that's why I'm saying it's a couple packs of wolves that are trying to get close to the goats. You guys will see them. Whether or not you chase them off or they get the goats is immaterial at this point. But you guys will need to head up to the mountains to do the next part of this adventure.
All right. So we all got a long rest. We're breaking at dawn. We're heading wherever the map is telling us to go, towards the falls. Or
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We reached the 2 hour and 40 minutes mark, so we're getting close to where I need to stop. I'm not going to do another encounter because it'll probably run longer than 3 hours. So here's what I'll say: you guys start heading towards the Morning Fall Summit Mountain. You find the sheer part of the cliff and start to make your way up that. And you guys will have to remember this for the next session. But Ninute, are you staying on your carpet the whole time?
as we get close, well, once we get to the actual cliff, I'll probably just cast fly on myself.
How long does that last?
Whoa. Whoa.
How long does that last?
Why are you not flying on your carpet up against the rock face and casting fly on one of us who have to climb?
Duration is 10 minutes, so I guess you're right. That would
You're not going to make it very far.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll just use my carpet.
Yeah, just
Okay.
fly up against the rock face. It'll be no different than spotting us climbing it.
Yeah. And I can,
If
we're using
not
ropes and
actively
whatnot, I
having
can. Go ahead.
If we're not, so I lived in Georgia near Stone Mountain.
Close to the mic. Rand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lived in Georgia near Stone Mountain. Is that better?
That's better.
And for Easter, every Easter, we would drive to Stone Mountain at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we'd walk up the mountain for the sunrise service at the top of the mountain. And dude, if I had a fly spell, the amount of energy I would have saved would have been enormous.
It's only 10 minutes, though.
Yeah.
Dude, but in 10 minutes at that speed, you could probably make it to the top of the mountain, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's my second
Like-
part of the question. Are you guys going to stay together, or is someone going to fly ahead to scout out things?
Mm.
It's a good question.
Well,
I'm
I
not
think,
very stealthy, but
Don, do you have Featherfall?
I do.
So you could, as a reaction, cast it on one of us if we accidentally fall. So you should
Yeah.
stay with us. And Gary, you can't stop, so you should probably run up to the closest overhang or crevasse or whatever, and then stop there.
And you're stealthy.
And you're
And I
stealth.
have slow fall.
And you have slow fall, which won't help you for a 5,000 foot fall.
Oh yeah.
But it'll help you. It'll help you for the first 200 feet of it.
We don't know
Maybe.
how high this is, right?
They said roughly 5,000 feet. And this
Holy
Morning
crap.
Fall Summit is like a sheer cliff, right? You can find other spots that's not like a sheer face. It's just going to take you longer.
It's basically the chief, Gary.
All right, so the fly spell, what is it, 60 feet of movement per round?
Yeah.
So that's 60 feet for 10 minutes,
Which is 100 rounds,
100 rounds,
which is
60 feet
6,000
per
feet.
round, 6,000 feet. So one cast of the fly spell at level 3.
And you're separated.
Get
If we
someone
need
up
to
there.
go, if we need to go up that high. So first, Gary's running faster than that.
Yeah.
Dawn is
Flying
carpeting
faster
faster
than-
than that.
Yeah.
So they could run up to. We don't know that we have to go all 5,000 feet. We could get a third of the way up, and there could be a cave that we can't see,
Okay.
or we have to go all 5,000 feet up. But if we go up, hopefully, while looking around, you'll be able to go. Oh no, go there.
And if, just put it out there, if Vega is going to try to run the entire 5,000 feet, there's probably going to be some kind of a check along there for endurance.
Makes sense. Although, dude, 5,000 feet's up like a mile. Like, even in my fat ass form right now, I could do a 5,000 feet.
He should be able to run a mile.
Yeah.
Straight up a cliff face.
He's not
Yeah,
sprinting. He's just running his normal. He's just running his normal run. Yeah, but straight up a cliff face for the monk is the same as
It's
running on a flat
nothing.
surface.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
kind of
that's
like
true.
it's kind of like me running with a cheeseburger in my hand. You know what I mean? Like on a treadmill.
All right, so I just need to plan what you guys are going to do. I mean, because none of the rest of you, like Bryn and Caden, are not going to be able to keep up with either Gary or Don at their full speed.
That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like. It sounds like we have to have some kind of way to move slightly faster.
Yeah, unless
Otherwise,
you
one
have
of
some
us
magical
will.
means, you're going up 15 feet, basically per minute, is what we're saying. If you're using pythons and ropes and gradually making your way up. That's why I said 5.5 hours at that rate to reach the summit.
Man. Shoot. I was hoping that I had something that could make me kind of like gaseous, that they could like drag me with them. But I don't.
I can cause fear.
That's good.
I don't know if that'll help.
That'll help when he falls.
Everybody can cause fear. All they do is push somebody off, and it causes that person to be afraid.
Dude, if I were to scream right now,
Man, my
no one
cause
would be
fear.
afraid.
Hey, watch me. I can cause fear. Push.
Exactly.
A strong, deceptive scream right now while we're climbing up would definitely cause fear.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, there aren't a lot of choices. Let's just go climb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even
I
if I
think
cast.
Vega runs up until he finds a spot to go in, and then waits right outside that spot to go in.
Yeah.
And then we climb towards Vega.
Yeah, I say Vega throws down the rope and we'll use.
Yeah,
that to try
that's
to
a good
pull up.
idea.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have
Vega's
5,000
nice.
foot.
So Caden's not good at climbing. I'm going to throw that out there. Caden's
you've got
good at
to-
keeping his balance on a ship. He's bad at climbing.
You got climbing gear though, so that's why Brian said it was going to take us as long as it's going to take us.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
like the
I'm just-
idea of Ninut and Vega being able to tie off ropes and stuff ahead of us to keep us with the party.
Yeah, Vega's not going to be able to do that until he gets to the quote unquote sort of top or
Vegas-
doorway.
Vega's going to be sitting at the top with his legs over the edge crossed, watching you guys climb. Just
Throwing a
chilling.
rope down. Once you're at the top, you can throw a rope.
Yeah.
You throw a rope down, but you can't halfway through.
No.
Whereas Ninut, on the other hand, could throw a baton in that space.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go up, put a piton in, tie the rope off. You guys can climb up to it. I can continue doing that.
I got my climbing gear at REI. It should be good
Yeah.
at the local
We
REI.
require just based on experience. I think Caden requires Ninut to put at least 3 pitons in the wall before he trusts that they will hold him.
No, I would agree with that. But Kev's not here. Kev would be the one that would really need to do it 3 times.
I know. I totally agree. Don, it's nothing against you. I was just laughing.
No,
You're
I
trying
get
to
it.
Do you remember when we were in that tunnel with Kevin's character in the pitons?
Yeah.
Shorty had no problem in that area, for the record.
I had horrible problems in that area.
So did Wayne.
So let me recap of what I think you guys are doing now. You tell me if this is correct. So Vega is going to run up the side of the mountain until he finds some kind of a stopping
Ledge
point or a
or-
ledge.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's going to determine whether or not he can drop a rope down to you guys.
Well,
Or
he's
not.
going to drop a rope as far as he can, and then we'll use it when we get within range.
Okay. And 9 Newt, are you going to keep pace with Vega, or are you going to stay with the other two?
I'm going to stay with the lower group, and that way, if somebody falls, I'm going to have my feather fall ready for them. And that way, I can at least try to help them out as they're feather falling.
What's your range on Featherfall?
60 foot?
Because you could go up, because Featherfall's reaction, right? You could go up, hammer some pitons in, but don't go more than 60 feet away from us. Keep an eye on us. If we fall, then you're like, oh, zip, zap, zip. Done.
Yep.
So Don's always going to stay within 60 feet of you two,
Right.
if I hear you right. Okay.
And we're the lower
Oh,
people too.
60
so
feet,
if
hopefully, of all 4 of us. Really? So even if Vega's 30 feet above Don or something, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
Where-
Vega can't.
where
Vega
Vega can't
falls.
slow down. Vega's got to go all
Yeah.
out or nothing.
Okay.
if he falls, you just better hope he's like right above 9 Newt.
right.
No, because he's got
That's
his
goes
own
by.
monk safe fall.
Yeah.
Oh, regardless of the height? Is that right?
Yeah,
you
he's
got that at this level?
Well, he's got monk safe fall that I don't remember what the range on it is, what the height of it is.
Okay. And he's
I
got it at
don't
this
think
level
it's-
too, right? Making sure we're not assuming he's got something that, gets at higher levels.
No, he said he had safe fall,
I do have slow fall.
slow fall.
I
Okay.
put it up there. I posted it up.
5 times his monk
Reduce-
level.
Okay.
So-
So
so
if you're falling
5
5,000 feet, that's not going to help you.
Right. But as he's falling past me, hopefully I can get him with some feather fall.
Yeah, as a
Wait.
reaction.
You can always try.
Yep.
The worst that can happen.
All right.
Worst case scenario, splat.
All right. I like it. I think I got your idea. So
Well, it's,
Gary's
it's
gonna run
less
as far as he
likely-
can.
It's less likely that Rand and I are going to fall because we're going to be potoned in. We're going to be poutine.
Five
We're going
times.
to be poutined. We're going to be poutined in like 7 times for every 20 feet.
So
the
5 times
the
his monk
poutine
level.
action. The poutine action on that's not going to be a problem for us. Gary's the one that if he slips or if he trips on a stone,
Yeah.
which he won't do because he's super monk.
I'm going to say it right now. If you guys fall from 5,000 feet, I mean, there is no rolling for that.
No, it's a D&D max, right? So it becomes
No.
like terminal velocity, right?
I'm saying F that. You fall from 5,000 feet, you're not taking 20d6.
You're making up you're making up your own rules now, Brian. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
There's going to be rock outcroppings, dude. There's going to be things that he has to.
Yeah, we're going to be able to bounce off stuff.
Like, there's going to be a little tree branch for him to grab onto.
Yeah, they do that in the
things
movies
like that.
all the time.
all the time.
Roll percentile die.
Like any of us could take 20d6 worth of damage and not die outright anyway, Brian.
Right.
Poor Jason. Jason's like, thank God I don't have Rob and Rand in
We're,
the
we're
campaign
level
at the
4
same
or
time.
level 5. We're not surviving a terminal velocity fall.
All right. So now that you've got a plan, I think you do.
Took us 13 minutes to come up with.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I could potentially do one more thing, but it's probably going to take us like another hour. So you guys tell me, can you go another hour or do we need to stop here with the plan?
You know what? If today wasn't today, I'd say I could definitely go on. But if it's possible, I think it would be better if I dipped out. If you guys can keep
Yeah.
playing without me, I'm totally okay with that.
Let's not push it, Brian. There's only 4 of us. If we lose
Yeah.
one, it's not enough. So let's not push it.
Yeah, I already fell asleep once, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, Gary fell asleep, but yeah.
Okay.
And
All
I'd
right,
like
so
to
I got-
point out that Featherfall will do up to 5 falling creatures within range.
Oh,
So
nice.
if
And Brian, I like where this is going.
Fine.
I do like where this is going.
What do you mean?
Like as far as like the investigating thing and like here's the creatures and I like how we had the combat. I feel like it's adequately paced. It's just I just feel like with my wife in the other room with her friend and stuff, I'm letting her down.
Get that. So just real quick, and then we'll go ahead and call it. I'm probably going to pick this up again in 2 weeks. Does this
Perfect.
group have an issue in 2
Nope.
weeks?
No,
No.
If
Next
like,
week. Next week's out.
next week's out for
Completely out.
me.
That's
That's
fine. Okay. Because
completely
if
out.
for some reason, like Vega's not here, then your
Yeah.
plan goes out the window. That's why I'm asking that.
Next week, I
Yeah.
have Mom's Memorial, so then it's the week after that. It's all good. So
Okay, so that'll
Hey,
be
just so
May
you guys-
6th.
Just so you guys know, my birthday's on Tuesday. Kenny's
Ah.
birthday. If you want to say happy birthday to Kenny, I think he'd really appreciate that.
Yeah.
His birthday is next Friday. And so on the 29th, I'm going to be 40 on Tuesday. He's going to be 34 on the 29th.
kids,
So he's
Yeah, kids.
He's a little under 6 years younger than me. Yeah, but you know what? We got to encourage Kenny, like we really do, guys.
Hold on one second.
I don't know
I want
what happened.
to stop the recording unless you got something else you want to talk about on this.
Oh,
this
sorry,
session.
Brian.
What I want on recording is this my second night? Can she level to 5?
Let me think on that. I don't want to give you an answer right now. Probably.
Okay.
Let me think on it, and I'll
Just
give you
because
an answer.
I'm play testing her, she's not going to go much higher than 5.
I know. I just got to make sure that what I got to look at is the encounters I've got set up.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll make sure that doesn't totally screw it up. So let me look at it, and I'll give you an answer between now and the next session. Is that okay?
Because,
Yep.
Rob, you're the only fourth level character, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that.
All right. So I'm gonna stop the recording unless you guys got other questions about this session.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.